Good morning. It's time.
Well, I've got news for you. I know you're waiting. Vlogmas is right here. Hold on, it's time for it to reappear.
I'm making coffee. It is 7:30 on the 30th of November because I have to film a day in advance, otherwise you don't get a video on the 1st of December. But it's the Festive Vlogmas. Let's find a somewhat festive mug. I think it's going to be this one. This mug I got from, I want to say Walmart? Doesn't say. A few years ago. And honestly, I'm a little bit concerned that it might not stand the test of time because there were, like, you know, those little cracks in the ceramic glaze. But I always had tea, like black tea in it, so I suppose it's just like boiling water. Might not be as bad with less boiling coffee. And it's my favourite mug. It's like the handle of it, the size of it. I love it. I don't know if I can't use a lighter.
Is it that blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It just doesn't hold the flame.
Can you adjust it?
No, I tried. I put it on the highest thing. Rubbish. Manny has been darting around, following me everywhere. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then all of a sudden, Lee's gone to work and he's just kind of sat over there like he doesn't want anything to do with me. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to sit here, drink my coffee, play a little bit of Animal Crossing on the Switch. And then I've got to clean up because I've got some visitors this morning. I had visitors for far longer than anticipated. It's already 2 o'clock and I am logging on for work. Also, my office is such a tip. Always. Today I'm going to sort it out because I want to start the new month on a good footing. Also, I don't know if you can tell, maybe not, my skin feels so hot at the moment. I don't know if it's like, still I've got a bit of a temperature from being poorly at the weekend. Or maybe it's something I've done with my skincare, but it feels really warm. Feel like, you know, when your face just feels warm and then it actually feels warm to touch. I don't know. I think perhaps a sheet mask from the fridge is in order. Well, that was a super long day. I was actually planning on giving myself a bit of a bath and a facial situation, given the weird redness and my face. It's not sore, but it's just hot, you know? I think it's probably, I always say it's the weather, but it has been so cold recently. I think it's got to be at least in part that. So instead, I'm going to go with slathering my entire face in Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. That is my plan. I actually have some presents to wrap, which I'm going to do before bed. I was supposed to do them before. I've left it so late. It's actually, me and Emma are doing a, I was going to say Secret Santa. That's not right at all. An advent. We're doing an advent. So we're going to do like 12 days of Christmas style advent instead of presents. So I've been kind of gathering things and one of the things took a little bit longer than anticipated. And so I couldn't kind of get it together in time. She's going to get it like a day or two late. But anyone who knows me can expect these things. So I'm going to go downstairs and I might even put on a Christmas show, like a Christmas movie. I was going to say Christmas movie, but it's like, it's 10:30 now. I could do with getting some sleep. Something festive. And I'm going to wrap up those presents and parcel them up to take to the post office in the morning. Speaking of weather, I'm slightly concerned about the weather this weekend because Karen and I are doing a Christmas market Saturday and Sunday, and Ella's just texted me that it's supposed to snow on Sunday, so that's going to be fun. We have prepared accordingly, but you know. Also, look what I arrived today. I got some cute little labels for some things. But how cute is that? It's like a reflective kind of holographic, but I don't think you'll be able to see. Can you see that? Like, kind of. It's not great light. Oh man, it is so late. My lights went off. Okay, right, I'm going to power through wrapping these presents and then it's bedtime.
really fun thing to do, actually. We've done this a few times before, but it makes you really think about stuff to, like, themes and rather than just like one big gift, actually considering little bits. It's just like a fun little thing to do. Anyway, I've got to like properly shove this stuff down. I'm reusing the packaging that Emma sent to me, which is useful. But I've got a load of packaging here as well because some of this stuff is definitely breakable. So fingers crossed it gets there in one piece.
Just arranged the Royal Mail collection. I talk about this every year because I'm obsessed with it. Royal Mail. This isn't an ad. It should be. Royal Mail collect parcels for free if you buy postage online, and they'll bring you a label. So think of the things that you don't want to return. You know, those real don't want to read it. They will collect things. So I've just ordered the postage, so I don't even have to drop it off at the post office in the morning because they can come and collect it with my post. And now I'm going to go upstairs and get the world's quietest, hottest bath because everybody else has already gone to bed. And I'm probably going to put another layer of 8-hour cream on, and I'll see you in the morning, perhaps, because tomorrow is actually the 1st of December. We might catch a glimpse of the elves. Today, Milo and I had a Christmas miracle. What was the Christmas miracle, Miles?
Daddy warmed up the car.
We got in the car, and usually, I mean, it's been really cold recently, but usually it would take like 15 minutes. I mean, 2 days ago, I had ice on the inside of my windscreen. That's how crazy it was. And we got in the car, and it was clear, and Milo was like, oh my God. And I realised that Lee had cleared it, but not only had he cleared it, he'd actually sat inside it and warmed it up. So we might keep him around. It's Friday and I still have not. I said, 1st of the month, I want to start with a clean office. It's not happened yet. If anything, it's worse. But tonight, Lee goes, he's going to Amsterdam for his work due. I know. He keeps being like, oh, I know, I don't think. Whatever. You're going to Amsterdam for your work due. It's going to be amazing. And this same weekend, Karen and I are doing 2 markets on the bounce, Saturday and Sunday. And I've just got over a sinus infection. So my plan is this evening, I want to clear some stuff. I want to kind of like set myself at a level. But really, I want to fill up my car with the stuff that needs to be going in it. And I need an early night. I need to prep my body for 2 very long days. So I would like to do a little of this, but it's not top priority right now. It is lunchtime, and I'm going to get a few little bits done that I need to get done, and then back to work. I just woke up on the sofa. It's only 5:30, and I must have just had like a little cat nap because I'd set off the melter. I just need one little candle I had to make that I forgot about for one of our regular market customers, and I just wanted to make her a little bit of something special in case she does come. We don't know, but she's so lovely, and I completely forgot, so I wanted to do that this evening. Anyway, I set off the melter and I set myself an alarm, and I went and sat in the living room, and I must have just like a light because I didn't even turn the TV on, just fell asleep. And when that alarm went off, I nearly jumped out of my skin. So I feel like I've got pressure marks on my face. We've already packed up my car for the morning, which is going to be a really great help because it means that I don't have to go and do that. It's so cold outside. It's so cold outside. Like icy. It's going to be so cold sitting at the market. But yeah, I'm feeling, usually it's manic the night before, but this time we've been preparing for weeks, a little bit, and it's not going to be as crazy. So I'm feeling kind of like I actually could get an early night and relax tonight. Thought I'd festive things up a bit. Wasn't feeling hungry at all. Ooh. Oh no, I thought I might have burned them, but I didn't. Wasn't feeling hungry at all. I just thought, have a little bit of something. And I remember that I had this in the freezer, which is basically party food, but it's going to be fairly indulgent to eat the whole thing. I'm even having a Christmas plate. By indulgent, just to clarify, I mean it's indulgent to eat an entire pack of party food. Not that it's a lot of food, because it's not. I am currently just designing some labels for a gift set. Me and Karen had a bright idea to do like, like pick your own, create your own. I know a lot of you will never see us in person, But any ideas are very welcome. But I kind of thought it would be nice to have like a box that's already filled with crinkle paper and some labels that people can choose from, and then they can fill it with wax melts of their choice for like £15 or whatever we decide on. So I'm designing the labels right now. This is the kind of stuff that we do the night before. But like I said, usually it's way more manic than this. Usually I'm like boxing up like 60 candles. This is a lot more relaxed. Lee also got me, this is a twist off, but can I? Oh, I can. Lee also got me a beer from the shop before he left. I really don't drink very much at all these days. I spoke to the doctor about my sinus infection the other day, and she was asking about medication and stuff, and I said I'd stopped taking my sertraline, which is an antidepressant. I said one of the strange side effects of the sertraline was that it totally put me off alcohol. Can you screw the lids back on when it's a twist off? I'm guessing no, but no, not really. Like I just didn't have a taste for it at all for like 6 months, and now I'm a very occasional drinker. Everything's done, and it's not even 10 o'clock yet, which feels excellent. Everything's packed away. I've got my box, I've got my gloves and my hat. You know, like, you've got to leave the things that you're going to forget, and then I've got one thing that is still kind of setting overnight, and I'm like, please remember. It's actually not that far away from my house where the market is, so it's not the end of the world, but still. So yeah. Oh, it's just, you know, when something like, when you've still got your to-do list and it's weighing on you. And now everything's ticked off. I'm about to go and get in the world's hottest bath. And Ella's just given me, you know, I said I had really, really sore, hot skin. Well, it was hot yesterday and it's sore today. I think I've maybe damaged the skin barrier. Maybe it's because I started my tretinoin again and I didn't put that together, but it doesn't look flaky like it usually would. It just kind of feels hot to touch, and now it's getting a little bit sore. Anyway, she gave me this stuff from Dr. Shah. I've never tried this stuff before. I've tried other Seeker stuff, so hopefully this will help. But the cleanser and the Sleep Air Intensive Mask, I will let you know, and hopefully in the morning I'm not so bleary-eyed that I forget to wash it off. I'm gonna wrap up day 2 with my first of our 12 days of Christmas gifts that I'm exchanging with Emma. This says, Happy Vlogmas, start the day right with a festive favourite, and you better use them quick. Check the date. Oh my god. This could be the best timed opening of, oh my god. Some of my frosty fancies. I haven't got anything sweet in. I'm going to make a cup of tea and have a couple of frosty fancies. I'm going to play a little bit of Animal Crossing, watch some Grey's Anatomy, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed at a reasonable hour because I'm going to be up at 5. So thank you, Emma. If only you knew I wasn't starting the day. I actually opened this at exactly the right time. These are amazing. But the best. I know you know. We've talked about it. But they're the best. I just woke up and I'm already layering up. It's so cold. I've got 2 pairs of leggings on, and I'm hoping that I won't need more than just like a vest top and a sweatshirt. So I'm also going to be wearing a really big coat and a scarf, but we'll see. This is the first market we've done since the clock's changed. I don't even know if you can see my car, it's so dark. But the car is full to the brim. Things, oh there we go, a little bit of light, things everywhere.
It's also fully iced over, so it's going to be a minute before I can actually go anywhere. Apparently it's -4. We decided to do a later start than usual, although it's not 7:44, it's 6:44, because we're taking less stuff today. As a bit of a test, we're going to see if we can take less stock and arrange it differently. We're going to do our tables differently. It's just going to be like a test today because we're there tomorrow as well. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's like almost can't feel my fingers. It glows cold. So we've brought all of the stuff. This is our little plot. No, this is our little plot. We're going to have to put up the tent now. And obviously our tables and whatnot. And Karen's just gone to get the stock from her car. All I walked past and said we must be crazy, and I think she's probably right. Still cold. It's like 9:30 now, and I've just remembered that I haven't gone to move my car. You're allowed to park in the disabled bay there's a dog treat store to unload your car. And I've just this minute remembered I've not moved my car. The moon's been out in the daytime all week this week. I wonder what that means. Right, I thought I'd show you. Oh, here I am. I thought I'd show you what the Christmas market looks like. Look how pretty it is. It's so festive. They've all kind of decked it out. And then some of the stalls have got their own decorations as well. Anyway, we're outside Pro Cook, so we're at the other end this time. This is us. Karen's going to be tucked away drinking a Costa, but I thought I'd give you a little overview. We've done a little make your own gift box thing as a last minute idea last night with these little labels we thought were cute. You can choose from all the different wax melts. And then on the other side I've got another gift box, and this is kind of how we're set up. It's freezing. It's freezing. I'm looking forward to this coffee. Oh my god, we missed him, It's the real Santa. Oh, feels like I've just seen a celebrity. Karen. What? Santa, it's so cold. So cold. Karen got us some hand warmers and foot warmers. Where's the other one? I haven't opened my foot warmers yet. But ooh, it's cold. First sale of the day. First sale of the day. I'm having a little energy drink break, and Karen's gone to the bathroom. It's fairly slow, but the customers we've had so far have been really, really lovely. And they've started playing Christmas music, which is nice. Wait, where is he? Milo and Ella have come to visit. We've just had a flurry of sales, which is nice. And then they came just in time to see Santa, walking for his break, I assume. We've just bought some... So, how would you pronounce Gyros?
Gyros.
I thought it was, like, maybe gyros. Apparently, it's a silent G, and it's gyros.
Oh, you lost them?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's chips in it.
Oh! There's chips in it. It's so warm. We almost don't want to eat it because it's warming up our hands. Let me see. Actually, looks like... Oh! That's going to be so nice. It's getting a bit dark now, you know. It's only 3:30. Well, funnily enough, my dad came and he said you should have some lights out. And I did actually have some string lights that we didn't think we had batteries for, but we found them. And within about 30 seconds of me turning on the string lights, we got like 2 sales on the bounce. So Dad might be right. They might be magic. We absolutely thought that we could leave the tent up overnight. And that's why we booked 2 markets in 2 consecutive days, thinking, well, we'll only have to put the tent up once. Turns out we can't. So we're having to take the tent down, and we'll have to be here earlier than expected tomorrow to put it back up again. But it's good practice, and maybe we'll get quicker at it. Here we are, back in the car again. The sinus headache has been threatening me all day, and it's here. It's here. I feel like I want to go and get some Sinutab on the way home, but I also feel like I want to go immediately home, put some pyjamas on, and do nothing. I have promised
Ella that I will watch the rest of the film with her. She got me to watch Brokeback Mountain the other day. She was like, you've got to watch it. I can't believe you've never seen it. We watched the first 20 minutes and I swear to God, no one said a word. But I have committed to watching the remainder this evening. But beyond that, who knows?
Ella told me it was snowing. I think maybe it has been snowing and it's raining now. But still. Also, when I got home, Ella said, you look terrible. Which I do. I just went to the bathroom upstairs. You can't maybe necessarily tell in this light, but my face is so red. It looked like, you can kind of see a little bit. It looked like I'd been wearing, you know, those of us who used to do tanning boots. I know. It was a long time ago. We didn't know what we were doing. And you used to get those like goggle marks. It looks like I've been wearing like little white goggles on my face. I really don't think you can tell in this light, but my face looks super red. It's not sore, it's just really hot to touch. Ella's just ordered some food. So I'm going to have I'm having the equivalent of a happy meal from Burger King. I am watching Brokeback Mountain. It's not getting better, but I'm going to watch the end. And then I look forward to slathering my face in something soothing because my skin and my body does not like this weather. I found something soothing. I remembered that might be mascara. How that happened, I have no idea. I don't have any face makeup on, in case you're wondering. I just have, also that's my beard from yesterday. I just have mascara on because I couldn't be doing with makeup on this crazy skin. But I found a sheet mask in the fridge and was like, yes, please. Yes, please. It is joyous. So we finished Brokeback Mountain. It's very sad at the end. I did know how it ended because ages ago when I watched it for the first time, she told me. But it really, like, I did not care. I kept calling him Tobey Maguire and Ella doesn't think they look anything alike, and I get it. But does anybody else mix up Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire? I don't even think they, like, look that much alike. There's an essence. Anyone? All the way through, I was like, I hate Jake Gyllenhaal. Why did I like him in Spider-Man? Because it was a different person. I even said to Ella, maybe after this we'll watch Spider House Rules. Different person. Tobey Maguire. I really don't like Jake Gyllenhaal, though, and I don't know why. Anyway, could not warm to him at all. So I was really struggling to care about the relationship. But it's a good ending. It's very, like, it's just sad. Anyway, to lighten the mood. This is now what we're watching because Kate Mara in Brokeback Mountain reminded me of Julia Roberts. And Ella has never seen Runaway Bride. I have failed her as a parent. So we're going to watch this now. And then it's definitely going to be bedtime. So that is going to be it. Oh, also the elves didn't move today. I don't think I showed you the elves yesterday, but they just popped up in the kitchen. So hopefully the elves remember to move tonight. Sometimes when I stay up late or get up really early, the elves don't move. And we suspect they can't move because someone is awake in the house at a strange time. So hopefully tomorrow, because I don't have to get up quite as early, they will move. And I will remember to show you where they've moved to. So it's actually 7:30, which is a much more reasonable time than it was yesterday. And I've just finished editing the vlog you will have seen yesterday. And finishing this up before I head back to the store. This is the first time I've spoken today. My voice sounds funny. I'm considering, like, what... This is not going to be... You're not going to be able to tell me for now. But we are back on the 16th. So what thing could I take? We were thinking maybe like a hot water bottle because we could always get someone from Costa to give us some hot water to like replenish that throughout the day. What could we actually take? We don't have access to electric. We haven't got any like outlets. What could we take to keep us warm? The hand holders were good. My toes were icy cold. I've got an extra pair of socks on today. My body was fine. I'll tell you what was funny though. I was wearing a hat all day, and when I was going to bed, I had like a weird sensory thing. And I kept feeling like maybe I had a headband on. I felt like I had something here on my face. And I think it's because I'd had a hat on all day that I felt like there was something on my forehead. I kept like kind of waking up half asleep, like looking to see if I had something. And I didn't, which was funny. But yeah, if any of you work outside, kudos. But if any of you have any like pearls of wisdom, I am all ears because we're not planning on doing a lot more this year, but it will be really useful for next year. Since I'm going to be at the market for the bulk of the day, I thought I would start this Vlogmas vlog with the next gift from Emma. Also, the last thing that she gave me came at a really weirdly opportune time, so I'm opening this just in case it's a source of heat. Oh, I didn't open. I didn't even read you the thing. It says, oh, something for the tree, purchased in the holiday town and very on-brand colours. That's funny because I've bought her something for the tree as well. I can't wait for her to open that one. Oh my god! It is on brand. That is beautiful. And it came from, well, she actually went, she did a reel, I don't think she did a vlog, but she actually went to the town where the holiday was filmed. She like sat in the pub and everything. Amazing. Me and Lee want to do that next year. So all the more special that it came from there. Thank you, Emma. Now I've got to boot up again. Oh, I've got another 2 pairs of socks on today, so it's a little bit more of a squeeze to get my Uggs on. Actually, should I put, so Karen gave me these yesterday, foot warmers, but I didn't put them on. Maybe I should put them on before we even get there. I was saying you should put them in the sock so that they don't dislodge. And I didn't want to take my shoes off honestly once we got there, so I didn't use them, but maybe today. Oh, they're sticky. I'm not going to stick them, but I'm going to put them between 2 socks and see whether or not that that helps, because that was really my main thing yesterday, was my toes. My toes were so cold. It actually did snow last night. So that's actually not the worst thing in the world, because also I bought this tree last year and it's steadily died and died and died. Can I bring this back to life? It is potted. I don't think that I properly potted it. I think I just left it in the pot that I bought it in and then put it in a larger pot, and maybe that's the problem. It's been the bane of Lee's life. Purely because it has shed so many pine needles. Is this just a dead duck at this point? Or can I revive it for next year? So as I was saying, it's nice and bright when we leave today. Snow is actually not the worst thing. Ice yesterday was the worst thing. I'm thinking when I get to my car today, it's going to be much easier to clear. Much easier setup today. We've got this down now. By the time we come back at the end of the month, we're going to be like so fast. We've even moved some stuff so we don't have like all the same things that we had last time. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. And Karen has actually put a candle and a wax melt in our house. And can you see? The smoke is coming out of the chimneys. I don't know if you can tell, but it is, and it's amazing, and it smells really delicious. It smells like, well, it's a vanilla candle, it's sugar cookie, but it smells yummy in here today, and it just feels more cozy as well. It's definitely not as cold. I just saw myself in the mirror. Like, where's the gummage? Dishevelled does not even begin. Karen's just gone across to a shop. The kids have again come to see the stall. It's been much quieter today. We had someone this morning come and buy a couple of gift sets, and someone again's just bought one of the little houses, but it's been very, very quiet. I honestly think that man that just stopped, Karen, we just sold something. I'm convinced it's because I look so dishevelled. I think it was a pity purchase. It's the big box. I know. Home time, Karen.
We made it.
So ready for home time at the end of this weekend.
2 scarves, Karen.
I know, now we need a week off. Okay, going home.
Bye.
Through a hedge doesn't even begin. Look at this. This is just one dreadlock from wearing a hat. 2 days. 2 days has killed me. I'm going to put a lot of oil in my hair this evening. I can't even get it up to put on top of my head. Eesh. I also bought a couple of skincare things from the beauty outlet today. I'm gonna wash my face immediately. I bought, what did I buy? Lavender Hydrating Mist Toner. I bought this ceramide serum from the Inky List. I'm sure someone told me that this was good, and I saw it in there for £6. And I don't know if this will be any good, but it said Smooth
and I was all over it. So I'm going to give these a go this evening. Ella is just ordering some food. I'm going to lie down on the sofa.
I'm about to get in the bath, but look at this. You can totally see how red my skin is, right? That is just from being outside in the cold. It's crazy.
Milo's told me I've got to come and see where the elves are today. Look at the state of this place. He said, you've got to come and see this. Look where the elves are. Do you think they might tidy this up for me? Because that'd be nice. Manny is sitting in the living room waiting so nicely, hoping someone might give him some pizza. You don't even like pizza. What is this all about? He just likes the idea of being given some food that's not dog food. But also, how weird is it to have a dog that we've all just left the room and he's still like, please, please someone give me some of this food that's easily accessible.
He's barking from underneath multiple blankets. He can't get out.
Good morning, good morning. It's Vlogmas Day 5 and I am exhausted. I was going to sort out the shed today, which is such a mess. I've got people coming around next weekend, or this weekend, but it's very wet and rainy and cold. And I accidentally set my alarm for an hour late. So Milo ran in like, we're going to go to school. And I was like, what? So I'm going to warm up some pizza from last night because I'm still like, calm down. And maybe sit upstairs and edit yesterday's vlog. Just finished editing and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a bath. Nice warm bath, that'd be nice. Finally wash all of this oil out of my hair. Also the, what's the word? The like tangle, the dreadlock situation I had in the back of my head yesterday took me an hour and a half to get out. I lost a lot of hair yesterday just through, I had so much oil and conditioner and it hurt. Anyway, I need to actually wash all that out. But all that is to say, I looked on YouTube and thought I'm going to start a Vlogmas. Nobody that I usually watch is doing Vlogmas. Probably speaks to the YouTube algorithm and the fact that people aren't feeling like the effort is, you know, worth being made. I mean, I love Vlogmas. But who are you watching this year? Because I was really disappointed. Manny, do you want to come and sit with Mama? He's here. When I say I feel clean, I feel like I haven't felt clean since, well, honestly, since before I was poorly. I feel like I'm really getting over that now. And obviously this weekend was like, cold and grimy and ugh. I just had a really hot bath. I've done the everything bath, you know, shave my legs. That's always a clean feeling. Hair, the whole thing. I've just moisturised and laid on the bed for a million hours. Also, just discovered someone on Instagram who is now my favourite person ever. I had to go and check what her name is. She's called It's Mel Mitch. I'm not going to remember to link that, but I will put it in my stories and do a highlight so that you can go and check her out. She's so funny. She did some skits of Home Alone from the Black Neighbours perspective, which are amazing. But like everything, I've just like probably lost an hour laying on the bed, just letting my moisturiser soak in and watching her hilarious Instagrams. And now I'm going to play some Animal Crossing, sit with Manny and watch some, I don't know, I was going to watch some Vlogmas. And now I don't know, you know. I was just looking and this came up. This is actually my video. If you're at all interested in Animal Crossing, this is Lee watches loads of like car stuff and Disney vlogs. Then I'm doing a Vlogmas of Animal Crossing. Totally independent of this, if you are that way inclined. I think what I want to watch is Hallmark stuff, you know, like terrible Christmas films. I watched the terrible Christmas film on Netflix with Heather Graham and Jason, can't remember his name. You know the one I'm talking about, Best Christmas Ever. That is, there was one clip that I wanted to show for Ella. I'm like, you don't have to watch the whole thing, you just need to watch this one clip. I'll try and find the timestamp for you because really it's the whole thing of having no context makes it better. But I mean, the film, if you like terrible Christmas films, watch it. I am a big fan. They're not supposed to be good. Christmas films are supposed to be like, they follow a certain formula, you know what's going to happen. This one was really out there. It had the formula, but it was it was crazy. But there's one particular scene, I didn't show you it because I'll probably get copyrighted, but there's one particular scene where Jason, what is his name? Jason, it doesn't even tell me on the thing. He is revealing his secret.
Robbie, you need to tell her.
Yeah, Robbie, tell me how you two conspired to make this little reunion thing happen. Was it really Grant who put the address in our GPS, or was it maybe you?
This scene is at 42:31, and Brandy being like, Robbie, you gotta tell her. You gotta tell her. It's so dramatic. And when you find out what it is, it's gonna be a highlight movie. And then it ends with like a solar powered balloon. It's got everything, and it's also then crazy. We don't have Hallmark on Netflix, but it knows exactly what I want to see. I was actually expecting my dad to come and pick something up, and I was kind of like in a holding pattern. Oh man, he's just put his head on my foot down there. It's kind of in a holding pattern of like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this day. I was sitting here, I'd obviously, you know, I've ticked some things off, and a lot of it was I needed to just kind of chill today. But I watched a Christmas movie, and I was kind of sitting, scrolling on Instagram. I scheduled some reels for smoker matches, and I was just getting tired and tired, and I thought, I might just have a lie down and have a nap. An hour later, I've just woken up. Thankfully, I did set an alarm, but in my dream, I went to B&M, and now I want to go to B&M. The rash, the under eye rash is back. I need to use my, this is from the store. I don't know what I did exactly. I think I was doing something and I like grazed my hand on the floor or wall, I don't know. I need to use my LED eye mask thing. It's got to be the weather. I know. I always say it's got to be the weather, I think. Also, these are my Amsterdam gift from Lee, and they are so warm. Remember to put in my headphones when I go to the shop because I'm currently listening to an audiobook, and it's one of the times that I remember to listen to podcasts and stuff is when I wear my AirPods. I'm not going to tell you what book I'm listening to because I've got it in paperback for Ella as part, not Ella, Emma as part of our Advent. Anyway, let's just take a quick jaunt to B&M. One of the reasons that in my dream, in my little nap dream, I was in B&M is that Manny had an accident on one of the blankets that is currently in the washing machine, and I obviously must have been a little bit cold while I was asleep. And I was like, I need another blanket to B&M. Really, the only question is, am I going to get the same blanket or a cheaper blanket? This is actually, I mean, grey is not for the living room, but pretty good deal at £15. I think I've actually got this one, but it's in green. So I'm going to go and see if I can find that. Manny appears to have claimed this blanket immediately. I put it down, he was sat over here. I put it down, I went to do something, I came back, and he's like, yes. I got the same kind of fluffy one, but in like a beige. It's the closest I could find. He's now going to be like, you know, this is what he does. He like gets like, it's almost like he mounts the pillow. Like, and now this is my space. Also, how pretty is my little wax melt house? I need to change the batteries in all of these houses, otherwise they would all be lit up and beautiful right now. But instead, I've just got a little wax melt house. It's not a wax melt house, obviously, it's a burner. But you put the tea light on the inside. Obviously, you know how this goes. And then the melt goes in the top. And then the vapor, you know, when you get like a white, it looks like smoke, but it's not smoke. The white kind of smoke looking thing that comes off a wax melt comes out the chimney. How cute is that? It's a whole cozy vibe. I have just remembered that I haven't taken the blankets out of the washing machine though. I thought I might get more stuff stuck downstairs, truthfully. I think it's for the best that I didn't, but tomorrow, this is a job. This whole room needs dealing with. I've just been to Asda. I'm gonna just slide in some clips from Asda because one of them was like, this is kind of an entertaining stocking stuffer, and the other is just an actual, it's a real struggle that I've been going through for a while, but I don't think I've shared with you. Has anybody else seen this? I was walking past and I was like, what? What? This is the craziest merch ever. I don't think this is a conversation that we've had, but where is all the plain chocolate ice cream? I have looked and looked and looked at any price point. Every kind of chocolate ice cream has got stuff in it. It's got like brownie stuff, or like salted caramel pieces, or even just like the regular Haagen-Dazs, just plain chocolate, that one.
It's got chocolate curls. I want a completely smooth chocolate ice cream. Why is there so much to ask for? Got a little bit excited then because I thought, oh, gelato. And it didn't look like it had pieces. And then I saw it was called chocolate drizzle. So it's definitely got some kind of chocolate sauce in it. Why? Why? Can anyone recommend just a plain? I don't even care, honestly, at this point, what it's made out of. I will take plant-based, fat-free, whatever. I don't care. I just want plain chocolate ice cream. This looks plain. That scoop of ice cream has not got any pieces in it, but it does say dark chocolate pieces with cocoa from Ecuador. Like, no, I just want the ice cream part. And they don't do just plain chocolate ice cream anymore. You know, like in the cheap bit, it's all like Neapolitan is the closest you can get, which used to be my favourite when I was a kid, but it's all got a certain flavour, hasn't it? Just want chocolate. What happened? And now we're back, so I'll show you what I actually bought. I went specifically for wrapping paper, which I got, and ibuprofen, because at the moment I can't keep it in. I'm like going through a good amount of headache tablets. I bought this because it's my all-time favourite comfort cake. It's totally plain Madeira cake, but oh my god, not the one in the like where they have like regular packaged stuff. This is like a proper cake. This is fresh. It is moist. It's very, very good. It's just delicious. I could eat the whole thing. I could just like, without slicing it, just eat it like a cake bar. I also bought these, which have been changed. The packaging has changed, and I think I'm going to have a problem with this, to be honest. These are the dark chocolate ginger biscuits from Bordeaux, which I love. But they used to come in a plastic case. Totally get why they don't come in a plastic case anymore. We're trying to reduce how much single-use plastic, yada yada. But the problem is, although they are encased in chocolate, they will still go soft. And I have issues with, I mean, obviously food generally, but I have issues with a soft biscuit. I need these to be in something that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Sealed off from the air. So I think I'm going to have to get a tin to keep biscuits in. I think it's probably time, to be honest. Manny's got his own biscuit tin and I'm going to have mine. But these are amazing. And they also need to be kept in the fridge, so it's going to need to be a small tin. I got a new one of these because every time I buy one, I use it for the place that it's not intended for. I bought one specifically for my office. And I'm actually going to swap out where the ones are because that's got some USB ports, which is really useful. I'm going to finally tidy up my office today because I'm working tomorrow and I want to like start my working week on a good. So I bought another extension cord. And finally, apart from all the wrapping paper, these are on 3 for 2. And so initially I was just looking at this one, which is called Buff and Tumble. I love these. These are some of my favourite nail polishes, which is a nice kind of like a beigey nude pink. It's not too pink. It's still neutral, I think. You know, it's not too much on the orangey side, not too much on the pink side. It's quite neutral for me, for my skin tone. That one I like. I got this, which is Go Garnet. I'm always looking for a super, super dark red, and that's what this is. And finally, just because, you know, it was 3 for 2 and whichever one, what was I going to get? I got a glitter top coat, which is, it's been a minute, but I really feel like maybe one of these, or maybe a combination of the 3, should be like my Christmas manicure. I don't know. It's like rediscovering something I used to do a long time ago. I used to paint my nails all the time, and then partially it's like having small children. You can't be painting your nails. There's always, the minute you paint your nails, they need something. And now my kids are older. They can do things for themselves. But also it was nice to have them like always done because they would chip so quickly. So I've just kind of dropped off purely because I don't have the time for the regular appointments anymore. And I was like ruining them, doing all the candle and the concrete making. But I have kind of fallen back in love with painting my own nails, which sounds ridiculous. Real first world problems, I know. But I do really like this particular brand. I've only just edited today's vlog. So yesterday's vlog, it is 10 to 4. Is that right? Yeah, 10 to 4. And I'm just exporting it now and it goes up at like 6. This is unusually late. But this is part of the reason that I decided to post them later in the day, is it just kind of allowed a little bit of flexibility. In years gone by, I have gone places and come home, like gone to a party, or I mean, I don't do a lot of social stuff in the evening these days, but I have even been out like to go around to someone's house for dinner or something. We've come home and I've been editing a vlog at like midnight. I didn't really want to do that. But also my analytics tell me that most people watch stuff in the evening.
So although I do have a small subset of people who I know appreciate an early morning upload, I have to try and go with the majority. Like I said in yesterday's vlog, people aren't posting Vlogmas this year. Why might that be? People are posting on TikTok, people are posting on Instagram Reels. It's just not for me. I am a purist. I'm a more traditionalist. I just want it to be, I don't want it to change. I don't want to have to do new things. I want it to be something that I can point to as like, every single year it was on YouTube. I don't want it to be like, oh, for 3 years it was on that weird app that everyone used. It's just not for me. And I'm not going to like settle in to watch a TikTok. I want to watch something on YouTube, you know? But I do also have to be mindful of the way the platform is changing and try to adjust accordingly. Anyway, all that is not important. What you really want to know is, she cleaned the office. She cleaned the office. She put away all the clothes. Do you know how many weeks I've had piles of clothes in my bedroom just on the floor? I've said this before, but in recent years, I don't think I've appreciated, and I should tell him and I don't think I've appreciated how tolerant Lee is of my messiness, because I honestly don't know. He's so tidy. He's very anal about like where things are. I don't know how he doesn't just lose it, because if I felt the way that he does about like neatness and I had to live with someone who just seemingly doesn't care, obviously that's not true, we know how it goes, but I don't know, we really don't argue. We'll like bicker about such inane thing that has to just be down to the fact that, well, first of all, I'm fairly non-combative, relatively argumentative on the internet, which is a separate issue, but I'm just like a peacemaker. But he's also just, I don't know, maybe he really loves me. That can't be it. Right, I'm going to go downstairs and see what we're going to have for tea. Just watched Emma's Vlogmas Day 3. She's doing 12 days of Vlogmas. I'll leave her linked below in case you didn't know that she was doing it. Because, you know, again, as we talked about earlier, the YouTube algorithm, I don't even know where the K sound came from. The YouTube algorithm is no friend of the old school creator. Anyway, I was watching her Vlogmas Day 3. And she unwrapped the first 2 of my presents, which was really fun. So you can see what I sent to her. But she also taste tested my, and the word is peanut butter cups. So again, something to go and see. But she mentioned that she'd watched Genie. And me and Lee watched Genie last night after a couple of you told me you should watch Genie. And I really enjoyed it. But for the first half an hour, I was saying to Lee, I'm just not, because we were just watching it on our own, and I said, we'll watch 10 minutes of it and see what we think of, like, is this one to watch with the kids? Is it like, not that it would be inappropriate because our kids are older, but like, is it a specifically family-friendly film? There are certain films we wouldn't necessarily watch unless we were watching them with the kids. That's kind of the vibe I was trying to, like, is it really a kid's film? All the way through, I was like, I just can't quite get the measure of this. It felt like there were elements that felt, no, this is not for kids. And then the silliness, maybe that was dialed down because it was actually an adult's film. It was kind of a family film theme that felt more adult. It was just slightly lacking in the like funny silliness stuff that they could have done, because it felt like they weren't actually trying to make it for kids. Do you know what I mean? If you've watched it, I feel like you'll know what I mean. I really enjoyed it. I think if they'd made it a kid's film, maybe it would have been too silly. Maybe they couldn't have got into some of the themes that they wanted to talk about. Maybe, you know, it's not, kids wouldn't have quite understood. I don't know. I really did enjoy it. I love Melissa McCarthy and everything. Even the terrible things. Even 9 Perfect Strangers, which, oh my God, what a waste of my life. I still loved her in it. But it felt like a missed opportunity. Like, either it's for adults and you like double down and you do the silliness, but you do it like, and it's rude, or it's for kids and it's like, you really, really go crazy. And I just feel like they were trying to kind of walk a line and they missed it slightly. Because I did the crazy cold markets all weekend and Lee went to Amsterdam with work for his Christmas do. No, it was fine. But because we were both away and busy all weekend, we're just still recovering from not getting enough sleep. And shortly after that clip, we had like a sandwich and fell asleep on the sofa. So here I am to tell you that's the end of this day. And yeah, I know a couple of people told me in the previous vlog, but do let me know who you're watching for like festive content, because definitely in the market, but I will leave Emma's link below. I'm already at that point of like, is it 6? I think it's 6. Right, just dropped Milo off at school. It is so icy today. I've already skidded twice, which is a bit scary, over the bits that haven't been gritted. And it took forever for us to actually me to de-ice the car to actually get out into the world. But now we're going home. It's not Vlogmas Day 6, it's Vlogmas Day 7. I've just edited yesterday's vlog. It's Vlogmas Day 7. Also, since I was poorly a couple of weeks ago, I have been like maniacally stocking up on things, and I'm like, every day if I feel a little bit of something, I'm like, take a couple of ibuprofen, have an Actived, have some Pro Plus. Like, I'm not allowing myself to get back down to like that run down again. It's lunchtime and I thought I would share with you my gourmet skills. This is toast with Heinz spaghetti bolognese, topped with cheese and black pepper. Chef's kiss of an instant lunch. Isabella, look who it is. Who is it? Who is it? Hello.
Good catch. Catch it! Oh no, she came back for revenge.
Manny is beside himself. He's like, look, I've got a toy too. I've got a toy too. Somebody play with me. Yes.
Let's go to.
Where's Isabella?
Where's she gone?
There you are.
I bought a tiny microphone. Consider me influenced. It's everywhere. Every time I open Instagram, someone is talking into a tiny microphone. It does definitely improve the sound quality, but really, it's a trend, and I love the tiny microphone. Money. 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 Money, have you got anything to say? Okay. Now we know.
I'm going to share what we're having for dinner because I make this all the time and it's like an old HelloFresh recipe. So this is mayo mixed with chipotle paste. This is actually kidney beans. It should be black beans, but sometimes I can't find black beans. So they're kind of slightly crushed up, mashed, whatever you want to call it. This I cooked some garlic, tomato paste, chipotle in oil, then put in the beans, salt and pepper, a little bit of water, cooked it for a little while until it was all kind of reduced. This is halloumi. Put it all together and then I top it with a tiny bit of lettuce and, for me, a ton of sour cream. Lee is not keen.
I think that the actual recipe, like the original recipe called for, I think you got like a lime and you mixed half the mayo with chipotle sauce and you put that on the base of the wrap and half the mayo with lime. So it was kind of like a zesty mayo situation, but no. For me, it's sour cream or nothing. I've been so tired. I mean, I could have had a sleep at lunchtime, honestly. Me and Manny had a lie down at lunch and he ended up having a sleep in bed. Anyway, that's by the by. This might seem counterintuitive, but I decided on a 5 a.m. start for tomorrow because I feel like it's going to reset some stuff. So already on a bit of a back foot. It's 11 o'clock and we're going to bed, but I'm going to see you bright and early in the morning. Might have been a short one today. I've no idea. Time will tell. But I need to get it out. I just feel like, I don't know, I need to shake it up a little bit. And because I can't control how tired I am, maybe I can control being more tired. I don't know what the logic is, but I feel like it's going to work. This is going to sound crazy, but I should have my tiny microphone because everyone's asleep. This is going to sound crazy because I did get up like several hours earlier than I have been getting up, but I feel more awake. She says. I'm obviously not awake. I think that although I need sleep, I think the more sleep I get, the more tired I am. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? And when I have a particularly strenuous time, or like when I'm poorly or whatever, like over the past few weeks, and then this weekend, and I kind of give in to the tiredness and I start taking naps and sleeping a little bit more, it doesn't make me feel more well rested. I don't know why. So I must know. Do any of you feel the same way? Because that's definitely a pattern for me. Anyway, I've got up, I've done some editing, some planning for the week, and I am about to, this sounds crazy to get up early to play video games, but I have an episode or two to film of my Animal Crossing Vlogmas, which I'm doing on my games channel. If you're all interested, I am doing like a Christmas island, and I'm going to do an episode every single day in December, so under 24, you know, same as Vlogmas. Sorry to everyone that's yawning watching this, but yeah, I think it did work. It kind of shook me out of my funk a little bit, but the time that will tell will be really this afternoon, come like 1 or 2 o'clock. If I'm wanting to have a nap, then I'll know this was pointless. Hello, it's Vlogmas Day 7. No, it's Vlogmas Day 8. It is the 7th. I get confused. It is actually the 7th today. I'm making the same lunch that I had yesterday, so that's exciting for you to watch. I have actually just, I don't know, something came over me today. Something came over me. I was doing some smoke and mattress stuff, and I thought, do you know, I'm going to blog a little bit. I actually wrote 2 blog posts, and I kind of felt like I got a bit of a, I don't know, nobody reads blog posts anymore, nobody cares. But you know, like how I used to do the podcast, I can't keep up with the podcast. I just can't. It's just too many things. But I used to do the podcast, and I used to talk on the podcast about things that maybe could have been blog posts. So I did a little bit of that. I did talk about in a regular video on my other channel, which, by the way, we're like a week in to December. I haven't posted anything on that channel. Just like, where do we get the time for these things? Anyway, I have spoken about it a little bit over on that other channel, what I think that channel might become. Like, who am I? Who am I on YouTube? And I feel like the blog might be the place for some of that stuff, like my countdown to 40 stuff, like what, you know, where, this weird in-between time, age. I know I'm not alone in feeling that way. So yeah, I was just kind of feeling it this morning, posted a couple of things. I think what I used to really enjoy, you know what's funny about this pepper? It's at some point it's been next to the stove when I've been cooking, and it's clearly melted the plastic. Yeah, what I used to love about the podcast that I did was I would kind of talk through stuff, and I would get like an idea in my mind of, I want to talk about this. Then I'd talk through it on the podcast, and that idea then became kind of more fleshed out, and I understood it a little bit better. And I think writing it down for the blog, like I was talking about what I want to do between now and 40, how I want to change some things. I also talked about my clinically depressed Christmas from last year, which has been well overdue. There's just some like kind of more personal topics that I think were being made into podcasts that maybe could be blog posts. I could do like an audio element to them maybe, but I don't think they need to be like 30-minute podcasts. They could be snippets. I don't know. We'll see. But there are 2 blog posts in case you're interested in reading them. Also, I have had a Diet Coke this morning, but this is my first energy drink. And I mentioned in yesterday's vlog that I was going to get up at 5 a.m. today because I felt like I was just so tired all the time, and I wanted to get a little bit of control back of my schedule. And although it feels like counterintuitive to get up earlier if you feel tired, I honestly feel so much better. I don't know what it's about. This is part of what I was talking about, and it's like kind of got in my mind now because I was talking through it in the blog post. I need to make more effort with my routine. From next year, we're going to have to go into the office every Friday, and I haven't felt like any negative feelings about that yet. I really thought, I was talking to Ella about this yesterday, and I said, because I've been home for so long, it is like irrational for me to not, or rather not for me to feel that way, but I have like an irrational amount of feeling about not going back to the office. Hate going in on a Wednesday. It's so annoying. On a Friday, it would be different because Friday is so busy and it would be a benefit for other people to be there so we can like pitch in with each other's things and maybe we'll all finish earlier on a Friday. But it would also help me to have some kind of routine. Friday would be the best day. So yeah, I'm kind of got it in my mind of next year, we're going to get into a routine. I need to start not exercising, but moving more. I need to maybe start getting back on the walking, actually getting outside, because the walking pad is great. If you're like trying to get your 10,000 steps, or you're trying to get a little bit of exercise in when it's raining outside, or like if I'm playing on my Switch and I can literally play my Switch and, or you can watch a movie, do whatever, while you're on your walking pad, depending on how coordinated you are. I have fallen off a couple of times. But this is stuff that I need to get back into the habit of doing because my brain needs to come out of this house sometimes, because otherwise I feel like stuff festers.
Several things have happened today. I've really been feeling strangely nostalgic, and I suspect it all comes from painting my nails because they're like a glittery nude. It feels very like blogging days, like mid 2010s. Anyway, I kind of wanted to film something, but I didn't want to have to like do my hair and put on makeup. There are things that I want to film for my regular channel, but it's late on a Thursday night and I don't have the energy, maybe at the weekend. And so I thought I'm going to play with my little microphones again and make some content for Instagram and TikTok. Oh my goodness. The best thing about TikTok, I'm not a super fan because it's a huge time suck. And I don't massively love doing all the like miming and stuff. Like that's fun, but I just haven't really found like what's the point of TikTok for me. I think my very favorite thing is it feels like YouTube used to feel, in that there's no stakes. There's like I can just post thousands of things to TikTok and it doesn't matter because nobody follows me there and it's amazing. So I was kind of just having fun, just making short little videos talking into this tiny microphone, to the point where I even made one just for Emma to tell her that she needs one of these tiny microphones. You get a spare. It was £20. I was genuinely considering buying the really expensive ones that all the people have on Instagram. This was £20. And you know what else is great? You can clip it onto yourself. Like, can I do this with one hand? Yes. And then I feel like I'm a newsreader. Look how professional I look. I might just walk around the world with this clipped to me because it looks like I'm some kind of correspondent. Anyway, that's been happening. Plus the blog post from earlier. I don't know. Is this a midlife crisis? Possibly. Let's go downstairs. I'm going to open one of my presents from Emma.
Number 4 from Emma, and it says, because we're getting older and we need to be able to see them sprouting. I know what this is going to be, and if only she knew, and she does know. This is going to be the best present anybody's ever given me. One of those things that you see and you never buy for yourself. It is light up tweezers. Emma. Where are my scissors? So yesterday it got to the point where, because I have like serious chin situation facial hair, it got to the point where I couldn't be bothered and I just shaved my face. It happens occasionally, although I will say they've really done a number here because batteries are not included, and the kind of battery you need for this is like, you would never have this battery in a million years. I'm gonna have a look through because I've got some random batteries that I bought for old cameras and stuff. Like, will these fit? I don't know. I mean, tweezers are always a fantastic gift for me because I can't have enough pairs of tweezers, but it's like a weird battery size. It's got a picture, you know, like a flat battery, not a watch battery, but like a weird size of battery. I can't see anywhere where it actually tells you the type, but that's cheeky. That is cheeky. Either way, Emma knows my daily struggle with the facial hair, and this is always a welcome present. Thank you. We've been rewatching the original Frasier series, and we've only got 5 episodes left. I watched it all back in the day, like as a teenager. Some of these episodes are like vivid in my mind, and they were from like 2004 and earlier. But Lee never saw it. He has only ever watched like the random episodes in a Premier Inn before we go on holiday. It's a Premier Inn show, right? It's like a mid-morning. When do you watch Frasier? In a Premier Inn. So he's never watched it all the way through, and he'd never seen kind of like the progression of the storyline. This was his first time all the way through. When we knew that Frasier was coming back, we kind of wanted to watch it. In fact, we bought it on DVD because we couldn't find it anywhere to watch. Bought it on DVD, and now it's just a pain because DVDs. And then we discovered that it was on Paramount Plus. So we've watched all 11 seasons almost, and we are almost about to watch the new season. Have any of you watched it? I'm sure it's terrible, but I'm going to watch it anyway.
Washed my hair last night, and this is my kind of slept on. I get like kinks like up here. What's that all about? What is that all about? So I've got about an hour and a half before I have to start, I was going to say school this morning, and Milo is off school, so I've got a little bit more time to myself than usual. And I think am I gonna record something? I don't know, maybe. Let's not go crazy here, but I might. So I'm actually gonna do my hair, put on a tiny bit of makeup, just so that it's not another barrier. So at least then, if I have makeup on, that's not a reason not to make the video. I feel like I need to do something massaging. I need to do like some kind of depuffing. I was looking at comments yesterday on something that I'd posted, basically saying, where are all the older YouTubers? Also, I did a little Sephora haul last night. I realised I had a tiny amount of this one left, the vitamin C one I ran out of completely. I love these so much. I've used them because I've had two. I've used them for ages. I almost exclusively use them when I put on makeup, but almost in my mouth. But if you've got kind of, why immediately to the mouth? That never happens. If you've got kind of like combination skin, getting a little bit older, because I've always had oily skin, but oily skin can be dehydrated. And I've never wanted to do like the really, really like heavy lotions and stuff. But I have, in the past couple of years, become quite keen on an oil before putting on my foundation. There's just something about it that it blends really nicely. It doesn't break down the foundation. I don't know. Anyway, I've just placed another Sephora order, which I haven't bought anything in ages like that. And one of the things that I bought was the Pixie Vitamin C oil, because it's just so good. It's just so good. I can use it as a regular facial oil. I can use it underneath my makeup. It's just really good stuff. Along with a couple of other things. I bought some Christmas present things. And I'll do your haul as and when that arrives. But I thought when I got out of bed this morning, I was like, you need something different, and I think this is what it is. You need to get out the gua sha and get some blood flowing in this puffy face. Look at me, like a different person. I mean, a beast Toblerone. Also, that's from yesterday. I know. It's time to log on for work, so I'm not going to be filming anything. But I did do a live while I got ready, so baby steps. Well, that was the longest work day ever. It is 6:30. But I am reminding myself that I've just got one more work week. I think I've been quite clever actually, accidentally. One more work week, because now I've got a week off. Then it's Christmas and New Year, which I'm working, but it's never that busy. It's a pretty chill time to work. And then I've got another week off, the first week in January. So this is my time. I just need to survive one more week. What was I going to tell you? Something just happened and I was going to tell you about it. Oh, Lee took Ella into town because she's got her driving theory test. It's happening. I have a grown up. This is me popping in from tomorrow because I've had loads of comments, probably like 4, asking what Emma has bought me for our Advent. And I thought I'd been sharing it, and someone said, what did you get on day 3? And I'm like, I don't know. I was literally sitting in bed like, so day 1 she got me Frosty Fancies. Day 2 was the bauble.
Day 3 was, insert answer here, and then day 4 was the illuminated tweezers. What was day 3? What was day 3? So then I got them all out and I'm like, did I miss day 3? Yes, I did miss day 3. Even when I was looking just a second ago, I thought that was a 5 because it's wrapped up. I missed day 3, so we're gonna have a little gift opening. This says, we've got some weird overlap in our gift because this says, because you don't wear bracelets, you wear these. This has got to be Bubbles. It's got to be Bubbles, although weirdly I'm wearing the bracelet right now, but she's right. Yes! Yes! Under normal circumstances, you'd be hard-pressed to find me without something to tie my hair up around my wrist. Recently, I have taken to having little clips, and I have them like clipped to me everywhere to try and clip my hair up. But yes, she's totally right. Fabulous. Thank you, Emma. Now back to the rest of the vlog. I was just going to tell you what we're having for tea, and then I was like, I'm an angel. I'm an angel. I'm making pasta. So this might seem crazy, but I'm making linguine. Under here is linguine. You might be able to see. You can't. It's too starchy. But there's linguine under there for me and Lee. And Ella doesn't really like linguine. So rather than have to do it separately or like fish it out, I've got her fusilli in the sieve on the top to keep it separate. I've never done this before. I don't know. Maybe this is crazy. Also, I want to share because maybe some of you didn't know this. I just went to, there are certain times, bath time, which is coming shortly, and when I'm cooking, that I like look on YouTube, like, what am I going to watch? And this is when I would have watched my Vlogmas. A couple of things. Alana, please remember to link this. If I don't remember, please someone tell me. She is a great beauty vlogger, whatever we say now, from Scotland. I love her, and she is doing Vlogmas. And the Schumans, do you remember Sam Schumann, Jay Schumann, the Schumann Show? I didn't know they still vlogged. I still follow Sam, and I watch some of her videos occasionally, but it's very beauty focused, which is not always my vibe anymore. But it randomly popped up in my timeline, their Vlogmas, and I was like, what? Wait, what? And apparently they've been vlogging again for a while. So yeah, I've got a week's worth of their videos to catch up. And I love them. I love them as a family. I just think I enjoy them. So yeah, 2 more people that we should be watching. The real mark of tiredness. I fell asleep on the sofa. Now it's 11 o'clock, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I'm flanked between Diet Coke cans today. What does that mean? Move one can and I'll drink the other. So far this morning, it's 11:14. So far this morning, I have edited my vlog from yesterday. I refreshed my curls because, I mean, not a lot, but a little bit, because I must have slept hard on this hair last night. It was a real frizz ball. And I burned my hand. So I've burned my hand many times with curling devices and straighteners and whatever else. But once upon a time, story time, once upon a time I used to work at Subway. I keep thinking I'm going to do a series because in the past I've tried to film videos of like, what jobs have you had? That was a tag back in the day. And it's too long. It's just too long. I've had so many jobs. To say that the job I do right now, I've worked in for 10 years. And one of the other jobs I'd worked there for 7 years. I must have had 20 jobs. I really flip-flopped between a lot of different things. One of those things, when I was, I want to say 16, 17, I worked at Subway. I know I wasn't 18 because I was a key holder and I used to lock up and walk down the back of Subway, which was an unlit alleyway behind all the bars in town. And we used to be open till 3 o'clock in the morning. And it would be 3 o'clock in the morning. I would look up and walk down an unlit alleyway on my own. Looking back, I'm like, that is crazy. I never felt unsafe, but madness. Even just working there on my own seems crazy. Anyway, that's by the by. I burned myself in Subway many times, but the worst one is, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know if you can see. I'll bring you closer. Can you kind of see like that white mark in the middle of my arm? It's got progressively better. I mean, this is more than 20 years ago. But that was the worst scar I had for ages. What happened was I pulled the bread out of the oven and it fell. So I caught it with my arm. Ooh, that was a nice wobble. Caught it with my arm it like the corner went on here. It pushed into my arm, melted the skin. I'm sorry. And then like smushed it. It like smeared it to the side. It was so beautiful. Obviously I'm working by myself at this point. So I go to the ice machine. I fill one of those little rags that you clean with up with ice. And it was like a tourniquet. I was like a war. I tied it to my arm so that it would ice my arm and just continued to make sandwiches. Honestly, these are things I think about, like, if this was a story one of my children told me, I'd be like, no, this just doesn't seem right. And yet, yes, that really did happen. So this little curling hour iron burn that I had today is the closest that I've had to that burn since it really did a hard smash against my skin, and I had like a nice glassy patch of skin for a moment. So I'm expecting a nice scar. It's always there that I burn myself with my curling iron. I'm expecting a nice scar there. Hopefully I'll be able to show you by the end of Vlogmas. Today we're going out to Marks and Spencer's, a couple of reasons. There's something that Lee wants to get as a gift for his dad. I am entertaining. I'm having a couple of friends around and we're having dinner tomorrow. So I'm going to get some nice food from there. I think I'm going to make a stew, to be honest. Although ages ago, what do you call it? Like transferred my club card points into Denby points, Denby voucher. Yeah. Before they made the club card points be 2 times instead of 3 times. It used to be 3 times the value of the club card points. Anyway, oh my God, so many tangents. I transferred it into a Denby voucher and I keep looking and I'm like, but it only really covers half of the cost of a cast iron pot that I would want to get, or like a casserole dish. So I think I'm going to spend that on something else at Denby at some point, and we're going to pop into TK Maxx, because I think for the same price that I could spend on half of that, I could probably just get another casserole dish from there. So I'm going to make a stew because it feels like that's the weather appropriate, and I don't want people to be like all turkeyed out. We're not drinking, so I might get like a bottle of like Bucks Fizz or something, because we'll have a glass of that. But I'm going to try and think of like a fun non-alcoholic cocktail. And also, after yesterday's or the day before vlog, a couple of people told me M&S have a good chocolate ice cream that does not have bits or chunks or drizzle or salted caramel. So we will see if that's true. Guessing what is in all of these presents from Emma.
This is a Terry's chocolate orange. It's a Terry's chocolate. This is a moisturiser. This is an air fryer. This is some of your dad's copies.
Some of this.
Give me trying to think.
Oh, are you actually looking at the
notes?
The notes?
I'm not just guessing from how it feels.
She stumped you on that one.
I don't know what you got her addicted to. This is methamphetamine. This is a beard.
A beard?
The
end of the day feeling. Is it taking your bra off?
Like a tool to take your bra off.
I haven't looked through them yet and looked at all of the tags, but that's going to be interesting to see how close Ella was with some of them. Someone told me Marks and Spencer had chocolate ice cream, and it says smooth and velvety. I can't see anywhere that it says it's got pieces of anything. I'm quite excited about this. It is £4, but listen, it's worth it. Me and Ella came out for a cocktail at TGI's, and look, it's all done up for Christmas.
My God!
Why must we fight, children? Manny's like, please, everyone, stop. So one of my exciting purchases earlier was this cast iron pot. Obviously I'm going to get a proper wash before I use it, but I'm going to make a, did I say this earlier? I'm going to make stew and dumplings tomorrow. Also, did I mention the drama of the curling iron? I did, we talked about this. Lee put this thing on my hand. Actually, it doesn't hurt at all. It's like we had this already. So we put some like cream on it and then this thing. I feel like it's going to do something because we got it so quick. I'm making party food right now. We got M&S party food, which we tend to do in December. We'll buy like the whatever it is for however much. and like eke it out over a couple of meals. So we are having like little chicken burgers, some little like beef rusty things, fondue balls, and something else that I can't remember. Anyway, while that's cooking, let's open the next Emma present. Oh, number 5. Number 5. This says, perfect addition to that morning cup of coffee. This is the one that Ella thought was a Costa set. So let's see if she's right. Oh, better still, it's M&S. Oh my God, I would never ever have guessed this. I can't wait to show this because she's never gonna guess it. Also, one of the first times that me and Emma went away overnight together in a hotel, we had, I feel like Emma brought them, but there was something like I'd mentioned them or something, and she got those little McVitie gingerbread men, and they always make me think of her now, so extra, but I love them. I would never in a million years would have guessed this. When the girls come around tomorrow, we're gonna obviously, I mean, I need to clean up in there a little bit, but we're obviously eat dinner in there, and then the plan is to sit in the shed, and we'll have some drinks and stuff, and the shed has not been used at all this year, pretty much. So I'm going to show you in the morning the horror that we'll be having to clean that up. I was supposed to go in today and kind of start the process, but I haven't had it in me, honestly. And the girls coming around a little bit later now than was originally planned, so hopefully I'll get around to it. Well, I will get around to it, I will. But hopefully it's not as hard as I'm anticipating. There's like concrete in there, it's a whole thing. It's not just like a quick, let's go and clean up. I used to use it all the time. And then this year, because, well, partially because I just wasn't really drinking as much. So the whole thing of like, let's go around and have drinks wasn't so much of a thing. I just was kind of feeling low at the beginning of this year. And then Karen and I started the business, so I just didn't have a lot of time, which still feels true, but I'm trying to make time to do this stuff at Christmas. For a while, the shed was like a shrine to Christmas Day last year, which also was a moment. It's kind of a PTSD moment, and I just have barely been in it, so it's like 12 months of rubbish in there. It was loaded fries. They might be slightly overcooked. Also, like these, see, like that one is a decent portion, and then this is like half the amount. So I don't know what that's all about. This I'm most excited about. These are the little Rosties. And look how cute these are, little burgers with some like aioli. Delicious. I've separated them. These are for me and Lee. These are for the kids because it might be some of the only stuff they'll eat. So I left them without the aioli just in case they didn't want it. And these are the cheese, like fondue balls. Oh, I've just remembered that I've got the mic on, so it's going to sound strange if I don't actually talk into it. This is incredible. So I showed you this earlier on. It's the ultimate chocolate ice cream from Marks and Spencer's. The best thing in the entire world. It's fully clean. Clean? I think I was going with plain and creamy. It's fully smooth. There's no flakes of chocolate, because that's the worst. The way I eat chocolate ice cream, the way I eat ice cream in general, is I like put it in my mouth and then I like press it against the roof of my mouth. It's one of those things, you don't get taught how to eat ice cream. Everyone must do this differently. But it's rough then, atop the roof of my mouth and my tongue. It's like a sandpaper situation. So I don't like it. It's not for me. And I can't find smooth ice creams anywhere else. This is it. This is the only one that exists, or at least in the north, because apparently Waitrose does one as well. This is the only one. And it was £4, which is expensive, but not as expensive as some. Velvety smooth, would recommend. I cannot tell you how good this ice cream is. It's like the cream. I can see how it might not be for everyone, because it's very like creamy and rich, but it's like creamy. It's just so good. The 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 M&S. I mean, always, but really 10 out of 10. Also, of the party food that we bought, the Rosties with the, I feel like it was pulled beef, but I don't know, like, shredded beef stuff on top. I could eat those for every meal all day, every day. It's that time again to say goodnight. I don't even know what's happened today, honestly. It's felt like 3 days long. But tomorrow, I have to get up early to do all of the things that I've been putting off. So it's going to be a little bit manic. And honestly, I'm already like ashamed to show you what the shed looks like. I'm in the shed. Honestly,
the roof leaks and it's been very rainy, and this is just, things have just been left here and abandoned, and at 2 o'clock today I'm gonna have friends around in here. This is like, this is a lot. If you've been following me for a while, you might recognize this space from when I did it up and made it really nice. That's not today. So I honestly, I knew it was bad, but in my mind, I don't think I knew it was as bad as it is. So we'll see whether or not we get going. It is only 8 o'clock in the morning. It's Sunday. I'll turn some lights on in a second. I've also got 2 heaters in here now, which will help not only heat the room, but also hopefully dry some stuff out. I mean, I'm never going to dry that carpet. The craziness of the leaky roof. This is why we can't, a couple of people have asked me why I haven't tried to like move the whole candle operation in here. It's not fit for purpose. The roof leaks, but mostly the rain comes through the doors. So I need something to be done about it. I think maybe next year I might look into it, but for now it's not right. Also, the roof is leaking in places it didn't used to leak. It did not used to leak over here. Progress has been made. We have towels and bath mats trying to make this squidgy situation less. I might just have to take this up. I don't know where I'd put it. Also, we've got a carpet cleaner now, and I'm wondering, would that dry it? Would that like suck up the water? I don't know. Anyway, cleared some space over there. Got rid of a lot of stuff. I think I'm going to move I used to have Milo's coming in from inside. I used to have an armchair version of this here, and then I moved it up to the office. But we've got another armchair in the garage. So I might put that there because it was a nicer kind of conversation thing. When you're not actually sat at the bar, because when we're drinking, I'll sit behind the bar, everyone sits here, I'll make the drinks and we chat. If we're not doing that, which I don't think we are today, it's nicer to have this, and I'll have a table here for our drinks, and we'll kind of just like chat here. So I think I might move that armchair in here. The next job is this. I've got a couple of things to finish up for orders this week that I'm gonna like sand and finish and pour this morning. I aired yesterday's vlog and then I came back. I have poured the candle, which is in, this is ridiculous, but I've poured the candle, which is in this, safely in this little polystyrene thing, and this is a little bit of extra wax, which I use for myself. I just use those to burn for myself. So now I'm gonna clean up this space because it's a lot. That'll do for now. Also, this was intentional. I was like trying to do something and then I thought this is not working, and at some point I'm going to repaint in here because it's really scuffed up from all the candle wax. Anyway, there's some stuff that's setting, there's some stuff that I've got to wait to sand. I'll do that in a little bit. Onto the kitchen. This came in from the shed. I'll just hide that behind a door somewhere. Oh, do you know what? I've got some blinds now. Oh, this is full ADHD. I've got some blinds here that I keep forgetting because they're there. I keep forgetting that they're there. They're full there,
maybe I should put up the blinds. Do I have time? Probably not. Just like that, I still have the shed to finish, but I've laid the table, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna start the food now. I'm gonna do the prep stuff, and then I'll go and finish the shed. I've just caught myself peeling carrots in the kitchen on a Sunday, listening to look at this anyway, but listening to an audiobook, and I'm like transported to being a kid. And on a Sunday morning, my mum would be listening to the Archers while she made stuff for the Sunday dinner. It happens quicker than you think it's going to happen. I'm nearly done. I actually just did something. You know, like when you've got those stupid jobs that you see them every day and you're like, oh, I'll do that. I did one today, and that was moving the bikes. The bikes were outside the shed. They must have been out there for more than a year, I swear. Lee kept saying, you've got to move those bikes because they'll rust. And I was like, I will. I'll put them in the garage. We've even got like a rack in the garage to put them on the wall. I'll do it. And I didn't. And today I did. Now please marvel at the makeover that is the shed. I love that neon light so much. Can you tell what it says? I think most of you probably can. The bar is clean. Just need to put that in the candle area. This is our little seating situation. That came from Mum and Dad's house. They like renovated the porch, and my dad asked me if I wanted a piece of the stained glass. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but sure. Maybe at like Christmas, when I have a proper refresh, because I haven't refilled the bar. We've just got like whatever has been in there forever. We've also got a fridge back there. But maybe when I've like properly cleaned it up for Christmas, I'll give you a tour. Because this is the nicest this has looked in 12 months. As is always the way, I didn't vlog at all. And everyone's gone home now. Everyone's gone home. I've switched off the shed. It's over. But it was a lot of fun. It was way too civilized. It was way too grown up. We just like had dinner. We sat in the shed. We had our like mocktail. I really like this. If you are not drinking, but you want a drink that feels like a drink, you know, like it feels a bit more special than like a Diet Coke, that is really nice. Not for everyone, but it definitely feels kind of mocktaily. And now everyone's gone home, so I'm gonna go and get in the bath. And it's only like 6 o'clock. Look at that, by 7, freshly bathed in a onesie with a soothing face mask on. I got this last week when we were at the market. I got this from the beauty outlet. I've never heard of this brand before, but it's soothing sheet mask with cannabis, sativa seed oil, and Sika or Sika, I don't know, extracts, and Japanese rose seed oil. Helps to soothe the skin, which my skin needs. Oh, also, we finally got the shipment of our mugs. If you ordered one of these beautiful mugs, we did them on our website, very short-lived. I set up an Etsy shop for the people who wanted the stuff that was on my Mikhila.com, like merch. Mikhila.com is now on Etsy. I'm really not making any money at all. It's just for the people who really liked the sweatshirts, you know, like they're just tired, the mugs. I can't explain to you how little money there is to be made in stuff like that at the price point that I was selling, because I just felt uncomfortable selling it at a higher price because I just wouldn't pay it myself. But it is, if you search Etsy, Mikhila.com, you'll find it. But they arrived, so Karen's getting them out to the people that pre-ordered through Smoker Matches, and I've got mine now, which I'm excited about. Anyway, I'm going to go into the living room, and I really want to watch Clue. We were talking about it at dinner. Me and Karen love it. Stacey and Laura had never seen Clue, which is crazy. So I kind of want to watch Clue. Good morning from me, and my hair and probably face that looks like I've slept in a bush. So last night I didn't get to sleep till 2 o'clock in the morning because I was obsessively scrolling on Instagram and convinced that I was going to paint the office today. I was like, I want to change, I want to move things around. And I know that's not smart at all. I've got so much stuff to do this week. And next week I'm off. If I was going to do it, next week makes the most sense. It's one of those jobs that it's not a huge room, but I've got a lot of stuff in it. And so I'd have to take everything out to paint it. The painting is not the hard job. Like basically dismantle the wardrobe to move it. It's like a real thing. I know that I'd immediately regret all of my choices because once I'd painted it, I'd be like, I've got to put it all back. So thankfully I woke up this morning with absolutely no motivation to do any of that. But I do have to find some motivation to do
some things. Oh, also, is it Vlogmas Day 11? I think it's Vlogmas Day 11. So I've just got something in the post, and this is so strange. I think this is from Sephora. But it came, I bought lots of things from Sephora. Several, like some Christmas stuff and some stuff for me. One thing has come in a Jiffy bag, and I'm like 99.9% sure this is a Sephora thing. But nowhere does it say that this is from Sephora. Has this happened to anyone else? Before I do anything else, I'm going to try and make Lee and I some leftovers from the stew that we had yesterday, because quite a lot left. But it needs to be kind of, there's no liquidity left. So I think I'm just going to put in some hot water, heat on the stove, and like add some gravy, and it'll be fine, right? I'm sitting in the office, really struggling to find motivation. I'm going to edit the vlog for today. It's already 1:30. I haven't even put the clips on my computer. I need to clean this place up. I'm like in a weird waiting. What am I waiting for? Just get on with it. So I have, this is just, honestly, there's just stuff everywhere. I have moved my work monitors onto the windowsill. I think ideally, eventually, I want either one big monitor or just like, they're so big. They're really bulky in the back. The screens themselves are kind of fine, but like the actual monitors themselves are large. And I have to have my laptop there because I use it for my webcam. Maybe at some point I'll just get a different webcam. I don't know. Anyway, it was just taking up so much space here. And the desk I've got is really big for the room. And I've been thinking for a while, it's a standing desk, which I loved when I first got it. It was really, really useful for my posture. I was using it when I was on my walking pad. All that was great. I don't do that anymore. What I do is I sit on my, this is now also covered in stuff, but I sit on an armchair and I have like a lap desk. So my arms are at a like lower place and my head is where it's supposed to be. And I don't really need to worry about like where the desk is for where the computer desk, for where the monitors are versus where my arms are. It's a totally different thing. So it doesn't really matter quite so much because as long as they're on my eye level, which they will be, my arms are down here, I'm working at a more comfortable position. So I'm actually thinking of, I don't know if Milo could use this standing desk. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll definitely just put it in the garage if not for now, because there could be a time where I want it again. But I want kind of a more slimline desk, and then I'll be able to have, like, I don't need the desk space for this stuff anymore. I can just have my iMac. And then I'll have my, I have this stuff, but this stuff ends up going on my lap desk. So it's really just somewhere to store it. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking, I obviously in the night was like, I need a change. I need something. So I'm going to try and put my energy into reorganizing and cleaning up and trying to make this space a little bit more conducive with me working in it than making huge changes. Although changing the desk is a relatively large change. Progress has been made. I've moved some things around. I showed you before I cleared the hole. I'm watching people organise. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just listening. It's like osmosis. I'm hoping it'll just absorb into me. Just stay organised. Be a tidy person. It won't. I've moved some things around. I've put the Alex drawers that I've got underneath my stand-up desk. The reason I've done that is I thought I'll just move stuff, see how I'm feeling. I'll kind of live with the height of the desk. I know it'll be slightly more shallow and it will be slightly less, but I'll just kind of live with it for a minute and decide whether or not this is something that I want before I spend any money. Because when I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling like a little bit manic, my first thing is let's change something radical and probably let's spend a lot of money. And I just could do without that right now. So I'm using what I have. I'm reorganizing, shuffling things around a little bit. I've moved some units over here and it's kind of a little bit more streamlined. Honestly, I don't know if those monitors are a little bit far away from me. We'll see. And did I already tell you that I'd ordered some legs for the, I don't know. I ordered some legs for my armchair. This was my grandma's armchair. But it's got wheels and it's really low down. It's the most comfortable armchair that there has ever been. The reason that I actually moved the armchair into the office in the first place was another moment like this. And I was looking at armchair desk chairs and I thought, this is crazy. You've got an actual armchair downstairs that is going spare. Put it in your office, see how you feel. Maybe if you love it, you can buy another one. I love this chair so much. The most comfortable chair, but it is a bit low for a desk chair. So I've ordered on Amazon these, like, they're just like furniture legs. It's a bit awkward because it's a really old chair. So it's not like, it's like a frame. It's not like a normal armchair now. So I'm hoping these will fit, but they're just like, go like around the edge, like a corner. But it will rise the chair up by 15 centimeters, and it said you can use them for sofas. So I'm hopeful that it will kind of carry the weight of me on the chair. But when they arrive tomorrow, when I put them on, I'll show you. But that will help as well, raise me up a little bit. I've also got my desk that I have on my knee, but that might be a little bit far away. So we'll see. Ultimately, like I say, I would like to have just the iMac and one big screen, or something just more streamlined, because it's just, they're so huge. And maybe a webcam so I don't have to have my laptop up all the time. But yeah, I'm feeling slightly calmer. Still haven't done any of the things that I thought I was going to do today. But I haven't spent any money, and I haven't painted a wall. That's not true. I spent £15 on those chair legs. You'll never believe it. Filmed some videos. I edited some videos. Now I'm editing thumbnails. Stuff is happening. I did move the office around. I look like that. Miranda sings. I did move the office around. I don't know whether or not that helped at all. Didn't really move anything around. I just kind of moved some stuff from underneath, and now I don't have anywhere to rest my feet. So it could have even been a negative thing. I don't know. When I log on for work on Wednesday, I'll tell you whether or not moving the monitors was so far away was a terrible mistake, because they are really far away from me right now. I don't know. Everything's small. The writing on everything that I work on is small. I don't know if that's going to be close enough for me to be able to actually work from this distance, but at least I didn't paint anything. I know it's hard to believe, but this is the following day and I'm wearing makeup again. I'm not even filming anything necessarily. It's crazy. So last night I took off that makeup, went downstairs, had beans on toast that Lee made, and fell asleep immediately. I think I just had some like chaotic energy yesterday. I felt it brewing the night before, maybe the day before really. Maybe it all kind of kicked off with doing the shed. And then yesterday I was just like, it's like a demon takes over my body. Feeling much more chill today. Lee is off work, so we're going to go to Starbucks, and you will see all of that in tomorrow's Vlogmas vlog. We're in Starbucks. We never come in person to Starbucks. There's one at the end of our street, which might give things away a little bit too much, actually. Please don't come to my house. Lee's off all week this week, so because I was busy yesterday having a weird meltdown and filming videos, we thought today, because I'm not actually working, we'll come to Starbucks this morning. What Lee has ordered. Oh, is that to steer?
Yeah, it's just me to steer it.
Just to steer it with. This is my kind of Starbucks.
Yeah, and would you believe there's only 4,000 calories in those two things?
Only 4 each, I would say. Also, we bought this. We've got a collection of these little cups. And how cool is this one? The only thing is, I think it's wrapped, so I really don't think this should be going in the dishwasher. It feels really nice. It's like a smooth vinyl. That is one of the nicer takeaway cups. Well, in a bizarre turn of events, I actually did clean. Look at that. Look at that. There's no clothes in the corner of the room. I actually did clean my office today properly. I went threw things away, decluttered. My desk, I mean, there's stuff on it also. Name that show. There's stuff on it, but you know, this is decluttered. I've now got these drawers down here. I've got my printers set up. If you only understood, printing things for our business is such a mental block because it's such a pain to have to set it all up and like, I hate the printer. But we're launching room sprays in the next few days and I need to print all of the labels, and it was really so stupid. Some of you will understand what I'm talking about, but you have like a mental block between you and the thing you need to do, and it is stupid. The barrier is insanely insignificant, and yeah, it's stopping you from doing the thing. So I've got that set up, which means that now the block is just actually doing it. I've got the paper ready. I'm going to film some gaming videos now, but I'm feeling really good about this. And again, have not yet bought a new desk. I really was gonna. Now, I did do something a little bit crazy. I took the radiator off the wall. No, I'm not showing you. It's just propped up against the wall because I couldn't push my desk all the way back to the wall. And that was like this much space. That made a big difference in like real estate that I've got here. It was significant. It also made a difference to how much I could open the door. So again, anything that stops me from spending money. I was looking online. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to get a new IKEA desktop. I'm going to get another set of Alex drawers. This is, you know, it adds up. It's like £110. I don't need to be spending that. It's this close to Christmas. Stop. Just stop. I am waiting for my risers, my chair feet to come any minute now. I'm really excited about that because that's going to make another, like, you know, just slightly level up. Also, I've just noticed this is stained. This is old. This was my grandma's and I love it so much. It's so comfortable. I'm not getting it recovered. I thought about it and I'm not. But I might, if anyone can recommend, you know, like a stretch cover, because I've tried to put things, do you know what? I would have a stretch cover, if nothing else, just to keep the, you know, the bottom cushion on. I don't know if it's the way I sit on the chair or what, but it will not stay back. I've looked at Velcro stuff to keep it like Velcro to the bottom, but maybe if I put a stretch cover over the whole thing, that would keep it in place. Because I've had like this kind of cover on it and it doesn't stay. And the only thing is it doesn't really go with the room. I don't really mind that it's like stained and, you know, it's old, but it's so comfortable. So yeah, I just wanted to share. Following on from yesterday, I actually made some actual headway. And I've said this before, but when I clean up my office and I make it like a nice space to be in on a Tuesday, when I'm working my day job in here on a Wednesday, it's such a big difference. Plus, Lee's still off tomorrow, which means he can still do the school run. So I can just kind of like get in my comfies, walk across to the office, make us a coffee. Ideal situation, really, because I don't even have to do the school run. So now the office is tidy as well. I'm going to be in a great mood tomorrow morning. And just like that, it arrived. I'm so excited about this. Let me just give you, we'll do like a before and after for height. This is like, I'd have to be like up here if I was working at the desk. And this is a regular height desk now. I've set the electric desk to like, this is normal height. I'd like to be quite a bit taller in my chair. I think like 15 centimetres. I feel like that's quite a chunk bigger. So, this is, I mean, you know, obviously I know what a 15 centimetre ruler looks like, but you can't always estimate these things, can you? I think that is quite a significant bit taller, if I can manage to get them on. Also, I don't think they came with any screws, which is useful. They feel pretty sturdy, to be fair. Oh, do you know what? I really like them. I wouldn't have picked them like just for design. It was purely because they were some of the tallest ones that were an angle, like a triangle one, so that I could get them on because of the way the chair is made. Oh, I like it, you know, the whole chair is like mid-century-y. So they are kind of the right legs to be on it as well. Let's see, I already have like a bolster cushion. Oh, this makes a big difference. Oh my goodness. I should have done this ages ago. Here you go. That is the difference it makes. That's significant. That makes a big difference. I'm much closer to the desk now. This is a much like more reasonable height of chair. It's almost like desk chair height, actually. This is going to be amazing. I almost can't wait to log on tomorrow. I don't know if any of you are remotely interested, but I thought I'd show you this is my setup for, this is actually the sad light. Woo! Went on the wonk then. This is the sad light. This is my proper light, but I'm quite enjoying this. This is kind of more a softer, more daylight bulb, and it's still really, really bright. So I use software, which by the way is free. It's called OBS, if anyone's interested. And I play as if this is my screen, and it records the whole thing, and I can decide if I'm on screen, if I'm massive on screen. Yeah, this is how I do it, and I play with my controller from a distance.
effectively the stuff makes this like the TV, but also so you can record it at the same time. Now I am going to settle in to record a couple of episodes of my Animal Crossing Vlogmas. And I think maybe I'm going to play a little bit of Dreamlight Valley as well, because also I've noticed that I do this a lot. I hold my chin like this and I don't know why. I don't know why. I've also got some hairs I haven't caught. I went with them this morning, but I clearly missed a few. I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't know if it makes me feel comfortable. I don't know. But I've noticed that I do this a lot when I'm talking to you. It's like I'm a Disney princess and it's unintentional. Yeah, I might play some Dreamlight Valley. I was talking about Dreamlight Valley and I did that. I might play some Dreamlight Valley because there's been an update on that this week and I haven't had a chance to play. There's also this new game. I want to say it's called Parlia. I'll tell you when I've played it, but it's free and it comes out on Thursday and I've like pre-downloaded it. Really excited about that one. Hello friends, welcome back to Vlogmas day 13. Is it day 14? I don't know. I have a flying visit from a grumpy girl this morning. You were not grumpy at all when you got here. You were so happy. She was giggling. Look at her. She's like practically rolling her eyes looking at you like, this is not true. She was giggling. She was saying, yeah. Then she gave a rusk to the dog and she was pointing at him saying, there he is. You were the cutest. And now, because you've had to sit with me while I do a little bit of work, you are apoplectic with rage. Have you ever seen a sadder baby? She's over there. She's over there. The sad baby. Are you going to see Manny? Are you going off by yourself? Oh, look, you're so close. Oh, there you are. I'll see you later. I'll see you later then. Bye. Yeah. There he is. Did you hear something? She's just inspecting the tree, making sure everything is as it should be. Where's the dog? Yeah. There he is. Isabella's gone to soft play with her dad, so back to work for me. Also, I'm so oily today because I'm literally just wearing face oil. I've got face oil on, a little bit of mascara, because I don't know, I think it makes a difference. Also, I did a little bit of brows because the pinkness in the brows is going crazy. I have not washed my hair since Saturday, which I can only apologise for you having to look at thisness. But the burn on my hand is freaking me out a little bit. I took the big bandagey thing off that I had. I just put plaster on it last night. I don't want to talk about it because I know that it's going to give you like the ugh. But it was not pretty. It's not your average burn. So I think I want to put something waterproof on it or get Lee to wash my hair, which I'm not really keen on. I might get Ella to do it. It's lunchtime, so I'm actually going to do a hair treatment. And then this evening I'm going to wash my hair. I know. So the Olaplex, I got this in my Sephora haul this week. The Olaplex number 3, and it said you use it on damp towel dried hair, generous amount, scalp to ends, minimum of 10 minutes. I'm going to leave it on for ages. It does say longer if you like. I'm going to use this entire thing. I'm guessing that's the idea. But I also got this Bondi Boost Intensive Spray. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It just has a leave-in formula. This could be a terrible idea, but I'm actually using this to spread it directly in my eye. I'm using this to dampen my hair because I'm not doing like a towel dried situation. But at least if this makes it a little bit damp, then I'm gonna cover it in the Olaplex and see what happens. Like I say, this could actually like totally go against each other, but that's how I do things. Oh, she wants you to do it. It would seem I've taken to vlogging exclusively from my office now, but I don't hate it. And now look at the distance we've got. Look how higher up I am in my chair.
tell you, these are quality of life upgrades, as we would say when talking about video games. So I realised yesterday I didn't open my present from Emma because we've got 12, so every other day I can open one. So today and tomorrow I can open one. The tag says that end of the day feeling. And I thought this was bra related, but it could also be makeup related. Oh, it's those makeup remover pads like this. Do you know what's really weird? I threw a really old one away yesterday, and I can't remember where my other ones are. I was really like, do I want to throw this away? It was really raggedy. I was like, maybe I'll just put it in the washing machine. And now I have 5 rainbow new ones. Could not have come at a better time. Also, as you know, if you've been watching all week, I've been wearing a bit of makeup this week. The times they are changing. There's 2 New Years for me. I get a kind of new year feeling, obviously, in December. Like I'm getting excited about like what we're gonna do next year. What are the changes I'm gonna make? What are the kind of goals and things that I want to? What do I want from 2024? I get a lot of that kind of like reflective stuff at the end of the year, but I also have my end of summer, beginning of September. That feels very, let's do this. I wonder if it's because there's only a few months left of the year. I've always thought, well, it's because of the school year. It's that like freshly sharpened pencil situation. Maybe it is partially because it was always a new year and I never really shook it. But I also think it's like you've only got a little bit of time left. Let's have one last push. I'm rubbish at goals. I'm rubbish at like actually sticking to things, and I never am down on myself for not completing things that I wanted to. But I do really enjoy like a season of excitement for a fresh start. Like, ooh, let's get some notebooks. I was going to order an Erin Condren planner, which I have been one to do in the past. I have ordered them previously. They're really expensive, but I was considering buying myself one. I think I might get either the monthly one or like just maybe some notebooks. I don't know if I'm going to do like the full-on planner because it feels wasteful. I'm not going to write in it every single day, but I do like to kind of have my month at a glance, especially since I've got a lot of content that I would like to make next year. I like the month at a glance to be like, how is that going to look? How am I going to space everything out? I don't know. We'll see. How do you like to plan things? I'd quite like to do like a live where we plan our new year, maybe talk about resolutions and manifesting and goals and vision boards and all that stuff. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll plan a live. Would you guys be interested in that?
Less than 10 days to go. Honestly, this has been a breeze this time. I was writing a blog post yesterday. This is my thing now. I write blog posts. I wrote one this morning. It's crazy. I was writing one yesterday, and I was saying that I think in the past I've been really overwhelmed by Vlogmas because I saw that people were making them like really highly edited and polished and whatever. And this year I just thought, I'm just going to post literally 24 vlogs and it's just going to be my day, whatever my day is. I'm not going out of my way to take you anywhere special. We're not going to see Christmas lights. I'm busy. I feel like I'm super busy this December. I feel like I've got enough on my plate without making this a huge task. It literally is just documenting my daily December. And because I put absolutely no pressure on myself at all, I'm just posting real life. It's taking me a fraction of the time to edit. It's not weighing on me as like, oh, I've got to do that thing. I'm really enjoying it to the point where I said to Emma the other day, we should do the quarterly muss. So the daily whatever, I think the next one is February. So it's like Vloguary, Vlogrel, Vlogust, Vlogtober. Is that all of them? That doesn't feel like all of them. I feel like I'm missing one. Vlogune. Was it called Vlogune or Vloon? I don't know. It was June. I'm really feeling it. Also, I had no caffeine. You're the first people I've spoken to today. It's 10 to 11. I've just been blogging and chatting with Emma on WhatsApp. This is literally the first time I've heard my own voice today, and I seem really hyper, but I swear to you, I've had water. I just got a delivery. I think this is like a partial delivery because I'm waiting for something larger. Disappointing. Right, so one of the things that has been delivered is this So in the summertime, when me and Karen first started our candle business, we were talking about doing something that was kind of like a raffle. A bit more high-end than a raffle. We weren't sure how to do it, and Ella came up with the idea by the time we'd done our advents that we could do a golden ticket. So we were going to do, like, it'll be slipped in with the different advents. You'd get a golden ticket, and it would be whatever it was, you know, like 10%, 20%, 30% off. And we just kind of didn't get around to it in time. It just wasn't really working for what we were doing. And then with Wonka being released recently, I said to Karen, we should revisit this idea. So I've ordered some golden paper. How fabulous is this? I'm going to, I'm working late today, so I've got a few hours before I start work, but I'm going to set up the printer. I said to you the other day when I did my office setup, I hate having to print things. It's a real pain. But I'm going to set up the printer today. I need to print out the labels for our new room sprays, and this needs to be done on a laser printer, which I have. So I'm going to try and mock up some golden tickets. And we said maybe for like between Christmas and New Year or something, everyone who orders will get, not everyone who orders will get a golden ticket. I don't know, maybe we should do everyone who orders will get a golden ticket, and it will have a discount of some amount. So some will be big discounts, some will be small discounts. I don't know. We'd quite like by the end of the year to have just kind of like sold out all of our stock, start completely fresh for 2024. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I'm going to play with that today. I also do need to make some candles. I'm into the wicking now. I've wicked a ton of glass jars. I think I mentioned, I don't know, I feel like I'm all over the place today. I'm having another one of those manic days, but today I'm channeling it into something productive instead of just like sitting around and doing nothing. I'm actually feeling like, yes, get stuff done. I love these days. It's a real shame that I'm working from 2 o'clock because I feel like this is one of those days that I could be doing this till 3 o'clock in the morning and not lose any energy. But hey ho, you know, such is life. So I'm wicking today, wicking this morning, and then hopefully this afternoon I can pour some stuff before I start work. I am prepping for our newly improved core collection to launch in the new year. So this is like our regular stuff that's not seasonal. We're going to have just the originals, the beach house, the Good Morning and the coffee shop. They're all going to be available in these jars, in these like Jesmonite jars, and the rest of them are going to be in glass. I think I'm going to do all of them in glass and then do the Jesmonite jars as an upgrade if you want that, because I think a lot of people just like the plain glass jars. And we've just added our site to Etsy, or added our stuff to Etsy, just the melts, and our plan for 2024 is to start selling on Amazon, and it would be a lot easier. It's just a lot more sustainable to literally pull out a jar, pull out a wick, get it wicked, get it poured, than it is to have to pour the jar, sand the jar, treat the jar, do the whole thing. This is a lot more work and a lot more expense. So I think I'm going to offer all of our core scents in just a clear glass jar, and then when we go to Amazon, basically I make a huge batch, send the whole box off to Amazon, and Amazon fulfill it for us from there. That's the plan. I've been watching videos about it. I got approved as an Amazon seller earlier this week, and now I just need to pull my finger out and actually make the stock to put on the website. Really, I should have done this before December, because obviously December is candle season. This is the time when we would have had the most traction on Amazon, but I feel like we've done as much as we possibly could in the time that we had, given that we both work effectively full-time alongside this. But yeah, feeling good today.
Look at this. I'm actually printing things. I almost want to send this to Karen just to be like, Karen, look, it's happening. My actually printing stuff. I cannot even explain to you how much I hate printing things. I will say, of all the printers that have ever been, this is a really nice one. But yeah, room sprays coming very soon.
And we're back in the utility room because I've got to melt some wax.
I should have set this off earlier because this is going to take
a while.
Instead, while I'm waiting, I'm going to label the jars. So we've actually had these labels made now, which is an absolute game changer. Karen and I were talking about this a couple of months ago when we said, like, what would we want to do in 2024 to like scale up the business and to kind of what would be like massive improvements for us. Lots of people have asked us whether or not we would consider like a workspace, because it would be lovely to be able to work together. We work separately in our own houses at the moment. The thing that we both agreed on was having labels printed. As you could tell, we hate printing things so much. So these are better anyway for multiple reasons. But if you see, it's like got a coating on it. So these are going to be waterproof, which means I can actually label the jars before I pour the candles. Often I'll have like a flurry of enthusiasm to work. I'm like, right, okay, I'm gonna go and pour some candles. I'm gonna like tick some things off my list. The enthusiasm then goes away once I've done that, and I have to finish them. Have to label the bottoms. They need labels like this that are like, what's the word? Important information, you know, like warning labels. They need to go on the bottom of them. I need obviously to put like feet on the bottom of the concrete jars, and then they need actual front labels. Often I don't have them already printed. I'm just not very good at this kind of stuff. So if we've got stuff already printed, this is our quality of life update. This is us scaling up for 2024. We are really excited to not ever have to print anything ever again. That said, I will show you the things I've just made because I'm really nice. I almost didn't hate printing those golden tickets. So I'm going to pop on these labels now, and it's going to be a joy because they're perfect. The adhesion to the jar is amazing. Everything is just easier. Speaking of things that I don't hate using printer-wise, this is incredible. This is a thermal printer from Mumbine. We use it for various things, but mostly for our warning labels, our labels that go on our boxes. It's amazing because it's instant. Let me show you.
Look how satisfying. It just works.
The delivery that I thought had come this morning has just come. And it is relevant to what I'm talking about. I've just bought these accordion folders for me and Karen. Plan is to have everything ready to go, label-wise. We'll have it all kind of set out with what's sent in what label. And then also we can use the other half of it for taxes because it's a lot. I've always, well, I say always, for the last 13 years, because I've been on YouTube and I've earned something outside of my regular job, I've had to file my own taxes. So this is not new to me to have to file as like a self-employed person, but it is new to me to have this kind of word is I'm looking for expenses. The expenses are enormous. The expenses are huge. And so with my stuff, I'm just kind of like, you know, where do things, it's a blurred line. Where does something stop becoming something for personal use and start becoming something for the business of YouTube and blogging? Over the years, I've kind of been like, I don't want to declare something that I'm a bit nervous about. This is a completely different animal. Like a huge amount of money that we get in goes out for expenses. So we need to be more diligent about recording that. At the moment I'm recording it online, but I think that having it like an actual copy of that as well would be useful, just because it's hard, but between two of us I think we can get organized. Time got away from me. I did pour some candles before I had to log on for work, and then it was just busier, you know. Sometimes it's busier than others. In fact, it's almost 10 o'clock and I've probably got 45 minutes of work left to do, so I decided I'm gonna give myself a bit of not a face mask per se. I'm using the like old school Nivea because my skin was so sore and red when I did the market and it was really cold. I'm told it's going to be mild on Saturday, so hopefully it won't be that bad, but I kind of want to prep as much as possible. I've been really hitting it with the ceramide stuff and like super duper moisturizers, so I thought I would sit with a good thick amount of this on. I mean, for all I know, it might even all absorb by the time I go to sleep, but I thought if I sit with a lot of this on now while I'm kind of still working for a while, plus once I finish working I've got some editing to do, it's just going to be a late one, and then I'll just kind of wipe off the rest before I go to bed, and I'll have
hopefully had a bit of a, oh, this is a beautiful look. Don't we love it? We do. I feel like I've got a lot done today, actually. I had intended on recording and editing more stuff, but instead I did the stuff that I was like, oh, this has been on my list to do for ages. I'm not very good at guessing how long things are going to take me. And I was watching someone earlier on, and he also has a candle business, and he was saying he always tries to do the hardest thing first. And you know, I've heard this before, but I'm not very good at it. And that is kind of what I did today. I did the label stuff, the printing stuff, the stuff that I put off for ages. I prepped the jars, I labeled them first, which I never do. I wicked them all within plenty of time of actually having to pour the candles. I then prepped the folders that I showed you, I prepped them for me and Karen with kind of the labels in and stuff that we're going to need. I did some editing to the labels for the fragrance, not fragrance, for the room sprays, because they need different labels. Just overall, just little, not huge tasks, but when you add them all up, it becomes an overwhelming cloud. I talked about this a million times. It's the cloud of to-dos. Instead of it feeling like, oh, I've just got like 3 things to do, it's like a jumble of things. And until I get them all down of like, okay, it feels insurmountable. And so, although it wasn't a ton of things I did today, it feels like I got a lot done because I took a lot of things down out of that cloud. I'm going to make a whole video about the cloud because every time I talk about it, I think I sound crazy. Anyway, it is super late, so I'm not going to show you the golden tickets because the light's not good. I'll show you tomorrow. And I'll show you some of the other bits and the candles that I made. But thank you so much for joining me. It's about to be a super busy weekend. We've obviously got the market, and then on Sunday we're doing like Christmas Day phase 1 at my parents' house. So stay tuned for that. I have also been posting on my other channel and on my gaming channel. It's just been, you know, I'm here, there and everywhere in December. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello, good morning, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 17. Oh my god, where is the time going? So today, like I said yesterday, it was supposed to be a market day, and because it's not, I'm getting on with a lot of the stuff like printing and admin stuff that has been on my list to do between Christmas and New Year. One of those things is working out our costs, which I did originally, but then it kind of got away from me because everything happened so quickly. So I need to kind of sit down. We changed like suppliers midway through, and although I kind of inflated our costs a little bit to make up for maybe we won't be able to get these deals moving forward, I still need to make sure that everything is like as it should be, and we really know how much everything is costing us to make versus sell. So yeah, that's been basically what I've been doing this morning, and I've been filling this file up for Karen so that she's got like labels for everything. This is just going to be a game changer, this whole thing. When we come to actually make, it's going to be like a fun thing to make, and then the labels are something you don't need to worry about. Oh, a little update on the burn. It's healing. Very itchy now, but I was glad that I kept it covered and with that Aquaflex cream on it, because I think it could have been very, very sore otherwise. To say that this was a free day that I wouldn't have necessarily had because we were supposed to be somewhere doing something, it's flown. It's evening now, but I just received a delivery. Of course it's from Amazon. We're a sucker for Amazon. It's the delivery. It's being able to know something is coming tomorrow. And as a small business owner, I'm cross with myself for constantly using Amazon, but let's be real, that is the reason. It's not even the price. If I could pay a little bit more and order it from somewhere else, but it was guaranteed next day, I might. Right, so I bought myself a present. This is like my Christmas present to myself. I mentioned at some point this past week or so that I was thinking of getting another Erin Condren planner. They are quite pricey. I have a planner every single year. Some are better than others. Some years I'm better at using them than others. Last year I got one from TK Maxx. It was nice, but it's the feel of it, there's something about, like, it has to have a certain weight to it. The Erin Condren planner had like heft. If you get it, you get it. Otherwise it's gonna sound like absolute nonsense. Anyway, I bought myself something a bit special.
look. Even the packaging. And since it was a Christmas present, I bought it in a gorgeous red colour. It's a Filofax. I'll tell you what's put me off Filofaxes in the past. I had a Filofax till I was about 28. I had, when I look back at all the symptoms of ADHD, I had a planner. People mocked me. It was a black, it wasn't a Filofax, it was like a knockoff Filofax. But it was like a black thing, slightly smaller than this. And it had everything in it. Everything I was doing, had my national insurance card in the back of it. It was my entire life was in this thing. And I think it was maybe like around the dawn of me getting an iPhone, or maybe it was a BlackBerry, that I stopped using that. And I eventually moved on to ring-bound planners. And I never really went back to them. I think at some point I had a pocket size, but it's just not the same. I want a planner that I can kind of put on my desk and write in. And I thought, when I'd seen these before, I thought A5 was like the planner was A5. This is an A5 planner. This is like A4 practically. The A5 planner is A5 paper that goes inside the planner. I know that sounds stupid to not know, but that's what put me off. So anyway, I bought myself a beautiful red Filofax. How gorgeous. I also got some extra paper. I got some dotted paper, and I got some month to 2 pages, because this is the essential. This is how I plan everything. I like to see my month at a glance. I plan my content. We will now plan like candle launches and stuff. This is how I do it. And it also came with quite a lot of inserts actually. So I've pulled out all my old planning stuff. Once upon a time, I was so into it, I used to make videos about it. I think I even have a blog post with some like free printable stuff. I was really into it. I was never really that great at like decorative planning. I like it to be quite minimal, and the decorative planning became like that was the job, and I wasn't really using the planner, I was just decorating the planner. So I've got a lot of accessories. I've pulled them all out and I'm going to play with them and set it all up, and I'll show you. But would you guys be interested in some like planner content? It's heavy because once I've put it all together, it might be a fun video to be like, look how I've organised this.
The ingredients I bought for the cookies are staring at me and reminding me I told you I'd show you them today. I won't, because I also bought scones, and they got out of date today. I only bought them yesterday, so I'm going to make them now. This could create a debate, but this is how we have scones. So Manny is so tired today. He's just slept all day. And we're finally watching The Holiday. Sometimes we leave it too late. I feel like this is the perfect weekend.
Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. Look, I'm feeling festive. I'm wearing red lipstick. It's Christmas. I'm going to Mum and Dad's house today. We're going to do Christmas phase 1. We're a week ahead. Already, I would recommend this. This feels so chill. Obviously for me, I'm not doing anything, but it was like a very chill Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. We watched Love Actually, and we were just like calm. Went to bed at actually way too late. Got up kind of late this morning, filmed a few things, edited a few things. We're going in like 10 minutes. I've still got to wrap some presents. But it feels like this should be what Christmas feels like. And I think I might be a little ahead of schedule by like a day, but I'm going to open this anyway because it's Christmas. This is day 9 from Emma. And the gift tag says, monthly motivation for your desk, which after yesterday, you know, I bought my Filofax, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like I'm ready for the new year. This is perfectly timed. A year of happy thoughts. Positive thought every month just to lift your mood and make you smile. Oh, that's really cute. And all pastel. Also, now I've moved my desk around, I've got more space to put things. How cute is that? A little motivational something. What does it say in February? Surround yourself with love. That's my birthday month, so I approve this message.
Go on, rip it.
Do it.
Stop doing it.
You can do it. Oh. Yeah. What is it? What? What is it?
2 glasses of wine with dinner. Not even like large glasses, just small glasses. I feel like absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I felt headachy before I even got home. And then I had to sleep on the sofa. I woke up in like not understanding what day it was. I thought it was tomorrow. I was like, I didn't finish the vlog. And like, what did we have for dinner? And it had been like 45 minutes I'd been asleep on the sofa. I feel awful. Okay, like, is it just me who can't, I really can't handle any alcohol anymore? None. Anyway, it was really lovely otherwise. And I think it's time to go back to bed, to be honest.
I've even taken 4 MikhilaLeave. Nothing. I feel like that guy from, what's it called? What film am I from? That guy with the eye patch from Austin Powers. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I feel like today. I woke up today with, my migraine was worse than it was yesterday. I've never had a headache that MikhilaLeave won't get rid of. This is bad. I would say now it's like at maybe a 40%. This morning, I thought I'm going to be in bed all day. Nothing was helping. Lee went and got me some Cool and Soothe because I'm a child and they do help. And now it's kind of dimmed to a point where I can be downstairs, but rough. Really, really rough. I don't know if it was the heat or the couple of glasses of wine or what, but it was like instant headache. As soon as I was in the car, I was like, oh no. No. I feel nauseous and horrible, so it's been a fun day. I am actually starting to finally feel a little bit better now. So I think what I'm going to do is combine these 2 days into Vlogmas 18, and then tomorrow for Vlogmas 19 we'll do a little live in the afternoon because I don't want to miss a day, but I also don't feel like I'm going to have 2 days worth of vlogs because today I was just, I mean, effectively it took me out for 2 days, but yeah, unusual, very, very unusual. Although I'm prone to headaches and migraines, if it lasts more than a day, MikhilaLeave is like, and I already had it, so I was like, I'm going to get in there early. Didn't do the job. Did not do the job. I know you'll be full of suggestions, but I feel like I've probably heard them all before. I actually this morning was reading about it because those of you who've followed me for a while will know I've got issues with my neck/back, and it's like a cervical spine thing. And when I was Googling, also the background of my office always looks crazy. It's like, what is she doing now? I don't know. Nobody knows. She doesn't know. I was Googling this morning when I was like, because it's like a cluster headache on one eye and all that side of my head. This side of my head was totally fine. I was Googling, as you do, like, seriously, how can I get rid of this? And a lot of stuff to do with cluster headaches said it can be related to cervical spine issues. And the weird thing is it's this side of my head and this is the side of my body that is the worst. Like at the moment, my arm, the pain in my arm, independent of the pain in my back and my neck, has gotten so bad it's like gone down to my elbow and my whole arm can go numb. I think I'm finally going to go back to the doctor because if that's all connected, I don't know. I just don't think it's in my head. That's my main concern. I don't want to go and then be told, you know, you're wasting our time, effectively. Not that people say that, but they send you away. They're very dismissive. But I do feel like now it's not in my head. It's in my head, but it's not in my head. I do think that I need more than pain relief. Something that should be my 2024. Finally do something. One of my big things for 2024 is like strengthening my back. And I know that I should be doing the exercise that I should be doing. And that's another thing that puts me off going to the doctors because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to help myself. And exercising so that I can strengthen that area is like priority number 1 for next year. But I also maybe do need to advocate for myself a little bit better and find out what this is because it's becoming more and more of a daily issue. Anyway, that is going to be, what a light and fluffy vlog. I really thought this was going to be like, oh, an early Christmas day. This is going to be cute. That took a turn. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for a little live. And we'll try and be a bit more festive. Although I feel like we've been doing Vlogmas forever, it also doesn't feel like it's day 21, like 21st of December. What? So I wanted to start now because I've just had a little delivery of something. I know the other day I told you I bought myself a Christmas present, and it was this file of facts, and that's true. But this was a bit of a sneaky one, even sneakier than that, because I was buying a Christmas present for my friend, and it just felt right to buy one for me as well. I bought us matching necklaces. This is the kind of weird stuff I do. It's for me and Karen, and every time something significant happens in our business, we say this time next year, you know, Del Boy style. And I got us these little charms from Monica Vinader. Is that how you say that? I think it is. And mine has an M on it, and on the back it says this time next year in real tiny engraving, and hers has a K, and I just think it's the cutest thing. Last year I was looking at this particular pendant and I wanted to put something on it, and I couldn't decide what to have engraved. And so I waited. I thought about it again this year. I was like, and I just couldn't decide. And then this came to me and I thought, this is super cute. And it's so dainty. It's such a pretty little, I love like a coin necklace. So I'm going to switch out my necklace now. I actually have a few things from this brand. I really, really like their stuff. And they do a locket that is the same style as this. Oh, where's it gone? Cute. They do a locket that's kind of the same style as this, but it's like larger, and obviously it opens chunkier. I'd quite like that. But again, I feel like because the engraving is, you know, I love a personalised item, because the engraving is like part of it. I feel like I'd need to get every inch of it engraved. You can get the front, the back, 2 parts in the side. What would I have engraved? I don't know. And so that's what's put me off so far, but I'm gonna need a matching piece with this now. Also, another thing that arrived, that someone, I won't say who, just in case, someone purchased for me recently, and that was a gift for someone else. How very cryptic, but that was exciting because I didn't know if that was going to come in time for Christmas. And last night, I was so tired, I fell asleep on the sofa, just totally zonked. I clearly just like powered down, as I am wont to do. But I was like totally dead to the world asleep. Came upstairs and Lee said, "Don't suppose you know where the Amazon Fire Stick remote is?" And I was like, no. I moved everything around. I don't remember seeing it. I do not remember seeing it. This has happened to me many times in life. I don't remember. I remember one specific time my mum was looking for something. I was like, I don't remember it. It was a whole thing. It was like, oh, that is a trauma memory. Because in my mind I was like, I did not see this thing. So I literally took everything out of the middle of the bed. If you saw yesterday's vlog, I emptied the entire ottoman bed looking for it. I had a torch. This is like midnight. And I said to him, I can't explain to you, this is the worst thing that could possibly have happened to me at bedtime. Like, I can't relax now. I'm so vibrating. I can't relax. And he's like, well, fine, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, I know it's not a big deal, but like, I felt sick. I could have cried. That is not a proportionate response to what was happening. So anyway, I went downstairs. I was like, did I leave it downstairs somewhere? Did I randomly have it in my hand and put it down? What is going on? And then I came back into the bedroom and I saw my like skincare box on the side, and just something kind of came to me like, look in the box. It was in the box. I could have thrown it across the room. Then I went to move something, and a kind of half full energy drink fell and just spilled everywhere. Thankfully it's diet, so it's not sticky, but still, we'll take the carpet cleaner to that today. And then I walked across the room and stood on a plug. This is why I believe in the law of attraction, because you are attracting how the frequency you're on in that moment. Something bad happens, you know, like you're in traffic, you get out of bed late, everything spirals. All the bad things happen at once. It's because you're kind of like on that, you're looking for bad. You're looking for confirmation that, oh my God, the world is against me. And yeah, it really felt like that. And then I was up till probably 4 o'clock in the morning. I just couldn't get to sleep. I was listening to stuff. I was obviously on my phone a little bit, but I was literally like really trying to get to sleep for a solid 2 hours. And yeah, I was just, even though I'd found it by this point, I was up here. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to sleep and I'll see you in the morning. But he really liked the bedroom layout. Milo also said it's a great layout for
lightsaber battles.
I've just driven to school to pick up Milo, and a song came on that is such, as the kids would say, a banger. No, it is such a feel-good song. Loving Spoonful, Summer in the City, cannot fail to make me feel great. We are testing. This is how I test different scents for wax melts and candles. So I've got what they all are here, and this is what they all are. I've made 2 of each, so Karen and I get 1 each. I'll put a little label on each of them, and yeah, it's very scientific, super scientific. In a couple of hours I will pop them out, label them up, and give them to Karen tomorrow, and then over the Christmas period we will make our final choices.
And then, of course, because I'd slept for like 3 hours the night before, I fell asleep on the sofa. This morning, I've got a hair appointment, and I've got to... Ooh, a friend has messaged me with an unusual message. I shall message her back immediately. Maybe that's why she does it, because I'm so horrible at texting back. It's clever, it's clever. Anyway, I have to wrap up those little cubes and label them and give them to Karen today. I also have got to go and wrap her little present as well. So I'm going to do that, and you will see that in tomorrow's vlog. I just kind of wanted to finish off because I just disappeared off the face of the earth. I was just tired. I'm noticing as we get closer and closer to Christmas, I'm like on the sofa asleep much earlier. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Today, but tomorrow. Is it windy where you are? Is it windy all over the country? I don't know, but it sounds like Oz out there. Or it wasn't Oz. Was it Oz or was it Kansas? It was Oz, right? Where the hurricane was, the tornado, the whatever we called it in the movie. Ella messaged me the other day and said something, there was a big bang at her work in the office, and something had fallen off the roof and all the plants had disappeared. I don't even want to look outside. I feel like my car isn't even going to be there. I have a hair appointment today, just a refresh, nothing. I don't think I'm going to do anything exciting, but honestly, I said in a video the other day, I just kind of am letting her do what she wants now, because I think she has a vision in mind, and it's like steadily we're working towards something. She's moulding it, and I love it. I washed it last night, and it's all kinky and weird. Doesn't look like I washed it last night, right? Does not. I mean, it's really shiny. That's shine, not grease. I swear to you, it's clean, but it doesn't look like I washed it last night. This is the problem when you have fine hair. I mean, look at that. Do you know what that is? Aussie Mega Shampoo. Nothing fancy over here. When you've got fine hair, it just looks kind of limp. It lays really flat and just meh. Every time I actually go and have my hair done at the hairdresser's, I love the colour and everything that she does, but she will blow dry it, and it's so sleek that I feel like it's the flattest my hair looks, which is funny. Most people love their hair from the hairdressers, and mine always feels just like, where's my hair? Like, there's no hair. Right now, that's like a handful of hair. When I've had it done, it's like, there's no hair. I wish I'd been filming then, because the wind sounded like it was trying to get into the house. Well, I've been whammed in the hairdressers. Apologies if I just did that to you, but look. It's always so scary. It's very orange. It won't be very orange. I'm just gonna drop off. The windiness, it looks like I'm dropping off a Deliveroo, but I'm dropping off a parcel from Karen. I've got a little wax melt scents and her Christmas present. Okay. Holy moly, it is crazy out there. Right, so hair, love. She's a genius. She's just a mystical wizard. I go to Laura at Mr. Tony in Doncaster, pay for my treatments. But I would highly recommend her. She is a colour genius. Dropped off the things with Karen, so now we're kind of down to we've got to pick the last of the things for our New Year launch, which I'm really excited about. I think you're gonna love it. What else was I gonna tell you? Oh, also today I am wearing the Lumen skin tint. I've got a little bit of blush on. Can you see I've got that rash again? That rash that people keep telling me is menopause. Time will tell. But I'm wearing the Lumen skin tint, and I'm so happy with it. It's more skincare than anything else, but it just gives enough coverage that I kind of feel like everything looks nicer than usual, while also not looking like I'm really wearing a lot of makeup. Like,
you can kind of still see through it, can fully see my skin. But I feel like you could feel, Jesus. I feel like you could feel like, it feels like, this is what it feels. You could believe that I'm just wearing moisturiser because it is that kind of product. It feels really nice. It feels really nice on my face. Anyway, I'm going to go home. I haven't got a lot of time now. I'm going to go home and then come back in like 2 hours to do the school run. So ignoring all the washing I've got drying everywhere, we've been talking about putting the dining stuff in the snug here and putting a sofa, which there is a sofa there, here, and making this like a secondary sitting room. Couple of reasons. One, I think it would get more use than where the sofa is right now, and we could put like a second chair in there, which we have in abundance. Lee despairs at the number of chairs that I like to have at any given time. Again, more things trying. Anyway, that was one of the reasons. Another one of the reasons is Asmani's getting a bit older. He's getting older, and partly he's got some actual issues with his like spine. He's kind of losing control a little bit. And it would be better for him to be in a tiled environment. So we were thinking of maybe putting Manny in here at night rather than the living room. And I don't think he would be as keen unless we make like a sitting room setup. Effectively, I'm going to make a living room for the dog. And I said I was going to do this in the new year. But you know me. And I'm actually thinking, do we have to wait? Could I move all this stuff around now? I mean, it's usually the best time for me to tidy is when I'm moving things around, as you saw with the bedroom. Also, another reason that the dining area would be good in here is I often use this table for candle stuff. And if that was in here, the utility in there is where I make candles. It's kind of like a continuation through here. It would work. It would work. Really, my main concern, because obviously everything can be moved and moved back if I want to, is this. I had this light installed specifically to go over the dining table. So you can see up here, we never had this finished properly. I never like sanded it down and repainted it. It was always a to-do. But I had the light moved. It was there, which didn't make any sense to me. And I wanted it there, which would be above the dining table. But it is quite low down for an area where people would walk. Obviously over a dining table, it's fine. But this is lower than even me. So that would be maybe a slight problem. And something I couldn't really fix myself, I don't think. I mean, maybe I could probably take that thing off up there, right? Links just need to be removed, I think. Maybe I could do it. That's not for today. Somebody would need to hold this up while I was doing it. This is heavy. Little look at the weather. We've got our old Christmas tree. It's fallen over for like the 5th time. The ghost is on the swing. And that shed, as we all know, is not waterproof. And Ella is having some friends around in there tomorrow. So good luck to Ella, because it will not be dry. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll go in and try and dry it off for her and lay out some towels and put the heating on and stuff. But I have a feeling it's going to be a bit squelchy. Hoping it's not going to be too wet over Christmas, because I would quite like to be in there on Christmas Day. Something exciting has just arrived. This is a planner thing. I told you I was going to make a video about this. I will make a video about this. I haven't even used my planner yet specifically because I feel like I want to make the video first. Okay, this is the worst box ever. Usually, when you've got one of these, it just automatically tears, but this is not the best. I bought it from Etsy. I was looking online and this particular seller had the stuff that I thought I would like the most. What is it called? Take Note Planner Co. And I wanted something like more in keeping with how I want to plan inserts for my calendar. So I've got, this is like monthly and then weekly inserts. And then this is a habit tracker. But what I liked about this is I don't have to necessarily use it for anything specific. It's just dated January to December. But all the rest of it, like I could potentially just change the label on that and then it's just days. So it's just habits for however many days. So because I am how I am, I might decide in January, I want to do these things all month and then decide I never want to do those things again. So I potentially could get more uses out of this. Like I could be like, the top one is January, this one is February. That's what I liked about that. I will show you them
in the actual planner when I do film that video, but this is cute. I like this little note that comes with the order. I did move the living room around. Not the living room. The living room stayed as it is. The living room can only be moved around so much because the TV is on the wall. It's just got very little wiggle room, which is upsetting to me. Also, the living room's kind of weirdly long shaped. Anyway, this is not about the living room. It's about the dining nook. I did move it around. Everyone is pleased with it. It did occur to me that some of you might be like, what about your husband? Nobody cares. I did talk to him about it before I did it. We agreed that it would probably be a good thing for money, but I was going to do it after Christmas. And today was like, just do it anyway. Tomorrow, I need to do the utility because that's got out of hand. So I'm going to finish that up tomorrow and I'll show you the moved around in that vlog. True to form, picked up Milo, came back, and I just have felt zonked ever since. So I think you can see it in my eyes. I'm just like, it's 7 o'clock and I can already feel myself ready for a nap. So I'm going to wrap it up here and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have just been sitting here and I've lost half an hour to watching some Irish dancing world champions on Instagram. They like dance to pop songs. I didn't know I needed that content, but apparently I loved it. Also, this is the new little seating area. Everything is still to be sorted out, but this is what it looks like now. So the sofa used to be over here. The dining table used to be on this rug. The whole area looks massive. Milo got home and was like, whoa. And I also took the legs off this footstool, which, to be fair, I'm missing the footstool because it's quite a shallow couch. But I took the legs off the footstool so Manny would have a step onto here, because it's not that he's getting old. He's not actually that old, but he had an injury some years ago and he's deteriorating. His back half of his spine is damaged effectively, and it's a very similar situation to me, but in a different place. But he is kind of, he's not had control of his back legs properly for quite a long time, which is why he wears his little boots, because he drags his feet. He can't, like, he's got no control. He can't raise his back legs up. He's got, sometimes he just sits there and like his leg does this and he hasn't, he just is like, and his leg is doing whatever it wants to do. But he can't really do the same jumping and stuff that he used to do. So he needs little steps. So I thought that would be a good idea. Plus it's like a decent sized landing pad when he jumps down when he's excited, because that is what caused the problem in the first place. He jumped onto a hard surface and jarred something. Anyway, today, I might have to do something about this. Today, this is what I'm sorting out. This devastation. It won't take as long as it feels like it's going to take, but let's just pretend like this is, look at this. It's just mess as far as the eye can see, but with a magical moment. Well, this just serves me right for trying to clean up. The shelf fell off the wall. It was full. It had a lot of things on it, including glass beakers, and the whole thing just collapsed. It was a proper comedy of errors because I had my extension, which is, I know it shouldn't be, but I don't use this tap and it's kind of like away, not being used. But my extension was trailing from here to here for my melter, and the shelf fell down. Everything fell off, smashed on the floor, and then it also hit this. So water was directly pouring onto an electrical extension. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to clean it bare minimum, tidy up a little bit, clean the floor, obviously get up all the glass, and then we're going to close the door on this room, because this is not, I can't waste my entire morning on this, and I need to put up a new shelf before I can really organise it again. It's actually comical how much glass I've got in my feet. If you were a girl who went out in the early 2000s, I feel like we've all got glass in our feet, but is it just me? You know, your feet hurt, you take off your shoes, you are dancing, there's glass on the floor. there were two specific places that I remember I could feel the glass in my feet for years, and I can't feel them anymore. So either it's broken down, it's worked its way out somehow and I haven't noticed, or it is very slowly working its way towards my heart, which my dad once told me could happen after he knew that I'd got glass in my feet. So there could be like a ticking time bomb in, like, it's in my feet right now, but it could travel through my veins, and one day when I drop dead of glass in my feet from the early 2000s, tell my story. I'd be a cautionary tale.
One thing on my list today, I mean, that, to be fair, what I've done in there is like, it's fine. It was awful, and I've like done the bare minimum. I've tidied it up, but I wanted a proper clean organisation, and it's not for today. The other one is the office. Little sneak peek. This needs sorting out. I also have this, which, if I can get it off me, is it's for a bed. It's a bedspread from H&M from years ago. Lee hated the colour. I bought it because it was in the sale, and look how opulent it looks. It just looks expensive. Anyway, it was never really the right colour, but it's almost exactly the same colour as the chair. The chair is old. This is my grandma's old chair. I've told you about it before. It is old. I might have a go with the carpet cleaner, you know. I did have a proper scrub of it when I first got the whole set. So it's as clean as I could make it, but maybe with my carpet cleaner. Either way, I'm going to cover it with the opulent bougie velvet throw, and I'm going to do all of this. All of these things will go away. I've got editing to do. I've got some filming to do. And I've only got a few hours this morning because Milo is on a half day, and then we're going to the cinema. Me and Milo are going to see Wonka. Milo's already been to see Wonka with school. I was jealous. So since I've got a half day, we're going to see it again. Lee wants to go to the cinema on Christmas Eve, but he wants to go to see something like classic because they've got loads of classic films on. So I think we're going to go and see Home Alone. But me and Milo wanted to go and see this. I didn't think Lee would be bothered because it's a musical. Also, I'm realising how bad my eyes are outside. Look, I've been crying. That film was fantastic. Fantastic. The pacing alone was brilliant. You know when you go to the cinema sometimes and you like, you know, it like drags a little bit. At no point did it feel like it was dragging. It was like, it was just engaging all the way through. Really, really good. If you loved the original, it felt like it tied in really well. It was like a nice addition to the original story. I never watched the Tim Burton ones. It's just not my vibe. But this is not like a remake so much as an origin story. It was great. It was so, so good. And I can't imagine anyone better than Timothée Chalamet to play that part, because he just kind of, I feel like he might actually be magical in real life. Has anybody else noticed, because I'm editing now, has anybody else noticed that the clips that I film at the end where I'm in, I mean, this, how would you notice this? I don't know. But where I'm in the living room and it's dark and I'm the only one, it sounds like I'm talking like this. My voice is so much higher. I don't understand. I don't think it is that much higher. I think it's something maybe to do, it's something to do with the clip, something to do with the frame rate. I wonder if it is because of the low light. I wonder if the whole thing is adjusted and it messes up. I don't know. It makes no sense. But when I'm filming in the dark, my voice seems higher. I don't know. Anyway, today me and Milo have listened to Wonka, the soundtrack, and it is fantastic. And I maintain, it's a 10 out of 10. Really, really fantastic. Go watch. Good morning. It is oh my God, is it Christmas Eve? It's Vlogmas Day 24. Working in the dry shampoo. We are going to Meadowhall today. Hopefully early. It's 10 to 9 now. Hopefully we'll get there early enough for it not to be crazy. I'd like to go a few different places, but Marks and Spencer is one of them, so we'll see. That could be insane. So this is one of the places we've come specifically to Meadowhall to see. I want to see the stationery stuff, but look, it's all capsule things. It's all like collectible capsules, which is totally Milo's scene. It is pretty cool. If you like a collector, oh my God, look at this. Cats, and they come in boxes. It's such a funky little thing. And then you buy tokens, and you can use tokens in here. They've actually got Animal Crossing snow globes, which is very tempting, but I don't need that. Lee made the age-old mistake of saying to me, oh, are you going to H&M? I'm going in this shop. And I'm like, right, okay, cool. Now it's limitless. There's no particular time I have to leave this shop. You'll have to come and find me. I was looking to see if they had any fun stuff in the sale for, maybe a red shirt. No, it's a dress. For Christmas Day. But quickly realising I don't want to buy something specifically for Christmas Day. I'm going to be hot. I'm going to be cooking. It's a waste of money, isn't it? So then I was looking like, whoa, before you know it, it'll be summer. I don't need any of these things, although these jumpers do look gorgeous. Look at that. Ooh, that's tempting. I'm always drawn to the boxiest things that are not flattering on me at all. Maybe this though, no, step away. Also the redness around my eyes, you can't see it in this light, but you can definitely see it in that light. It's only getting worse. Someone's told me it's like a perimenopause ocular something. I can't remember what they said it was, but being a woman just gets better and better. Look what Milo's just got. The coolest Darth Vader that there ever was. And how did you get that money, Miles?
Hello, because she paid me it, but she doesn't like me.
She paid Milo to be with her and her friends for a limited time only last night. And with that money, he bought the world's most fantastic.
And I bought a few more as well.
Darth Vader and more things. I bought a new shirt from Urban Outfitters. Thoughts? I love it. Anyway, I've just been squeezing lemons, as you do. I'd like someone to guess how many lemons are in this bottle, because every time I do this, it is upsetting. You will never believe. Anyway, that's for cocktails. I've made some simple syrup that is cooling. And now I'm gonna go and restock the bar because this is getting some use. We've just been to the shop, done our Christmas food shop, and got all the stuff to restock the bar. So now I'm gonna pull my little trolley along, take it into the shed. And done. Ella had some friends around yesterday, so it seemed pointless restocking the bar before they came. But now we're ready to go. Also, the fridge is fully stocked with mixes and juice. Ella just said, I've got a skipping rope that's arrived from Amazon. Let me tell you, it's not skipping rope. It is resistance band. So this is what I bought it for specifically. I've got some stuff that I want to do next year, and a lot of it focuses on getting more limber and relying less on painkillers. And I didn't want to I'll try and do weights, I'll try and do whatever, but I wanted to make something super simple to do absolutely every day as a stretch. Enter resistance bands. This specifically, I can't. My range of motion, that's like as much as I can move. Like when I move my arm back like this, it will not go further back than this. If you pushed it, it would go further back, but it would hurt. I can't make my arm go further back than that. I can't reach further back. That's ridiculous. I'm not even 38 yet. So 2024 is going to be the year of not weight loss, not even fitness per se, but like, let's just become strong enough to just live in the world without every single thing that I do hurting. Without every time I move my arm, I go, ow. Also, look how glamorous I look. Doing my, right? Do you know what? Of the things that I've committed to this December, the Animal Crossing 24 days challenge, it's been the most time consuming of all the things that I thought I was going to do. Playing a video game. Well, I suppose it's not just playing a video game, it's doing something. But even if I was just playing a video game every single day and filming it, that is so much more time consuming, because we're talking at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half of filming, then editing, then creating the thumbnail every single day. That is so much more of a time commitment. Oh, I do this all the time. The thing keeps falling off my headphones. It's not great. Than vlogging, which, yeah, the edit is long, but I mean, not always, honestly. It can be pretty quick. And I'm just talking to you throughout the day. It's not, the vlogging itself doesn't take up time. It's the edit. And even then, like I said before, I've just put there's zero pressure on this. I'm just vlogging here, there and everywhere as I feel like it. And I'm not doing anything fancy editing wise or putting anything of like, it has to be this, nothing. So really the vlogging has been the easiest part. I've been talking to Emma and we were saying, we might do Vlogmas. Emma does 12 days. I do like the full month. But I think January off and then vlogging every day in February. I love it. I've missed this. And in this low pressure way that I'm doing it, I'm really, really enjoying it.
So our friends came round and this is the devastation of the bar. While they were still there, it's like quite late on Christmas Eve now and I've still not gone in there to clean up and people are coming around on Christmas Day. So that's going to be a late Christmas Eve job for me because we've got things to do. Manny was enjoying sleeping on the sofa while we were chatting late into the night. And then I recorded what I thought was going to be a drunken outro, but I've decided to continue this into Christmas Eve because it feels just like Vlogmas should end on the 24th.
I was going to do a cocktail recipe, but I forgot and I ran out of time. So I'm going to do it tomorrow because tomorrow maybe Christmas morning. I don't know. And I might do it on Instagram. I was going to do it and then I got waylaid with internet connectivity problems.
At some point over the Christmas period, I will show you my very favourite cocktail. Can you tell I've had a few of my very favourite cocktail? I think I can. I think you can tell that I've had a few of my very favourite cocktail.
And this morning I was hungover. Can you believe? Can you believe? I washed my hair and this is what happened to it. This is the natural texture of my hair when I leave it to dry with no external help. So this is going to have to be dealt with before tomorrow.
Anyway, it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve with my big fluffy hair. Does it feel like Christmas Eve to you guys? I don't know if I feel like Christmas Eve, honestly. We're going to the cinema. We're going to see Home Alone A View, which I'm quite looking forward to. But I also remembered that I still had some presents to open from Emma. I think I just got, like, you know, distracted with things. So this feels like a good way to end the month. Now we're getting closer to the big one. Oh, you got me addicted to these. What's it gonna be? Ah! Oh, could not have been more well timed. I love them so much, particularly this one, but both are fantastic. And I tell you what, I told you in the beginning of Vlogmas, I can't drink anymore. And I put them immediately in the fridge. And my skin and my head and my stomach are just like, what are you doing to me? So when we get back later, I can already tell you I'm going to have a sleep in the cinema. And that's not usually my MO. But that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. We went to bed late and at 7 o'clock this morning I was awake like, let's go. So I should have had an afternoon nap, but I had editing and things to do. So instead, my afternoon nap will be at the cinema. Oh, again. This one says, so you wake up looking youthful. Oh, things that I desperately need right now. It's a square. What's this going to be? Oh, is it like an overnight mask? Amazing. A niacinamide night mask. I hadn't even seen this. And I love the niacinamide range from Primark. Thank you, Emma. And then the final one, she said, was the big one. So I separated my gifts like over the 12 days of Christmas, where she said she split it more to this and the little gifts. So I'm interested to see what this is going to be. Oh, wait. This says, Merry Christmas, I hope you like it. I think you wanted one. What's it gonna be? I think I wanted one. She's assured me it's not an air fryer. What? Oh. Thermoelectric cooler. Retro mini. Oh my god! Is this a little fridge? Is this a little... It's a little fridge! Oh my god, you know, it's so weird. I was talking about these yesterday. Oh, you can die, Look at this. Look at this. It is a cooler. This is going immediately in my office. Ella is going to be so jealous. And how funny that I just put those face masks in the fridge, because now they can come out of this fridge and they can go in my skincare fridge, because I can be bougie like that now. I can put my face masks in my little skincare fridge. Oh, look at the fridge go on the shelf. Oh, God. This is the best. Also, at the back it says you can have it warm. Why would you want a warm fridge? I really am going to have to Google why you would have this warm. But thank you so much, Emma. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to put it to use immediately. I've got to work out the wire system situation, but it's back there. It's plugged in. As soon as I get back from the cinema, I'm going to whack on a face mask, because, oh, anyone else? I saw something earlier that said 25th of December feels less like a holiday and more like a deadline. And I thought, in so many ways. So I'm going to finish up. I'm not like signing off till Christmas or till January or anything like that. I'll still be around. I'll still potentially post a vlog or two. But that's going to be it for Vlogmas. We're done. I might even do a live tomorrow somewhere in the ether. But I hope you guys have a really, really great day, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's family stuff or not family stuff at all, and that may be fantastic and even better. And if you're not having a fantastic day, it's literally one day, and then the next day it's Boxing Day and nobody cares anymore. It's just one day. It's one day. It's not that big of a deal, but I hope you enjoy it / get through it however you do. And I'll see you guys when it's over.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire.